All right, you guys. Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here with my bros on another episode of Nerd Talk. Yes, we brought back the returning group from last Nerd Talk. We just had a great time watching Spider-Man 3. So we just gone ahead and jump right into it because I don't know if you guys got time on your hands, but I just wanted to jump straight to it. You guys know who my guest. We got AJ from AJ Reacts 2 in the building. We got my boy Mind of a Nerd. Follow him on Instagram. He has great reviews on Instagram. All their links will be in the description. And you guys already know Smooth J Stu. If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube channel, go check out his YouTube channel. He has great content over there. Enough talk, but something released today. And for Tyler, I know he was hype because a certain poster got released. I didn't put this in here, a quick news, because it just literally just happened today. That's Scream 5. What is they just calling it Scream? I just saw Scream on the poster.
Scream, yeah,
it's Scream.
So are they kinda doing like the Halloween thing?
Yeah, kind of like Halloween.
And I want to touch on this because I think I'm the only one that saw it. The trailer did leak in Spanish.
I'm not watching it.
It'll probably be out tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah, it'll
definitely be out tomorrow.
So I did watch
reaction. Will be coming then. I'll be doing a reaction because I definitely want to react to that.
I did watch it.
Okay.
It gave me. It looks good. It does look good. It gave me Halloween 2018 vibes. That's all. Okay. In terms of where they're going. But I couldn't hear, but visually I was putting it together where they're going. But it gave me very Halloween 2018 vibes. It's shot well. It looks like Scream 4 minus the horrendous filter.
Yeah, and that has a very cloudy, dreamlike filter to that movie.
Yeah. I'm pumped, and it's funny too. Ghostface appearance never changes other than the TV show, but I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, man, he looks fucking good.
But that's at least we know that's one mask they can't get wrong.
Yeah, basically.
But it looks good
in the show, like the first 2 seasons, it's the same, right, Tyler? It looks pretty good for the show. And then I guess they go back to the original Ghostface mask in season 3. But I'm pumped for this new film as well.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Trust me. We just watched the Scream movies, and it got me hyped. I'm gonna probably do another rewatch before Scream 5. I was thinking about re-reviewing them because I reviewed the first 3 like 3 or 4 years ago. I think I might remove those reviews and do them again to get myself prepared for the new Scream. We'll see. Because it comes out in January, right?
Yeah, 14.
That'd be weird for December, but it makes sense because the newest Scream coming out. But on another thing, I know this is a movie thing, but I have to talk about it because I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto fan. They finally announced, Rockstar finally announced that they're doing we don't know exactly what's called. They're calling it the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. We don't know exactly if it's a remaster or a remake. Obviously, we know those are 2 different things, but Rockstar finally just put out like a 25-second spot actually confirming it because there's been leaks for like the past month and a half about this actually happening. And most people saying it's made with the Unreal Engine, that they're giving us graphic upgrades and, they're changing up the game. But this is all leaks, but I'm still waiting on a trailer because that's what will confirm what this is or not. What are you guys' thoughts? You guys ever played these other GTA games or anything like that?
So I played... what's the newest one? San Andreas. That's the one that I played. I never played the other 2 because they were before my time. And San Andreas was before my time too, but I played that. So I think everyone wants this, even people that have never played it. I think they want this because let's face it, even the diehard fans are tired of GTA 5.
And
it's funny. I'm playing GTA Online with my brother last night, and I was so bored. I ended up stopped watching. I watched Texas Chainsaw with you guys. That's what I was doing when I was on IG chat with you guys. It's nothing more to do. Like once they introduce heist and you did all the heist, it's nothing really more to do, man.
My friends always ask me to get it back, and I'm like, for what, bro? I'm gonna play for a week and be bored again. All I do is just drive around for pleasure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all you do.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Trust me. I played all 3 games, and I still have them on PS2. I have the actual PS2 cases still, And I rebought GTA. They're actually removing the older versions on the digital library actually tomorrow, I think. So if you guys don't own those, they will be gone. They won't be available no more because Rockstar doesn't want people to get confused with the definitive collection and the other trilogy they released. So that's why when me and John talked about it, that's why I think this is going to be a remake, not a remaster. Because why would they remove those games? They wouldn't remove them. They would just add a filter to the cover art if that was the case.
Yeah, I think they're gonna rebuild the games from scratch.
And also, the games will be coming out for last gen and next gen consoles. They confirmed that, so
yes,
that's good for me because I still don't have a PS5.
Yeah, AJ's the only one out of here who has a PS5. You mother. he was doing the click thing. He was on
doing the click
website,
bro.
Just hitting the button.
2 a.m. bro. 2 a.m. is when I got it. Yep, every hour on the hour, I was clicking.
But yeah, that's the only two quick news stories I want to talk about. Because I seen the Screen 5 poster. I'm like, I got to talk a little bit about it. But let's go ahead and jump into the chat and see who's in here. We got 8 people in the chat, 9 or 10, something like that. We got Luke in the chat. He said, "What's up, my bro? What's going on, Luke?"
What's going on, Luke?
We got Black Shaggy in the building saying hello. What's going on? We got Basement Blues in here. Say, hey, finally got to make it to a live. Well, it's good to have you here, man.
Welcome.
We got Kylo Solo in the building saying, yo, a whole bunch of fire emojis. We got Benji in here. We got to get Benji on the one day. What's going on, Benji? We had a little banter off screen. Benji, we love No Time to Die, if you didn't know. We got Luke saying, can't wait for Screen 5. He also says weird that Screen 5 is coming out in January. No, it's not. I mean, if anything, it was delayed anyway because of COVID, so it probably will be out sooner.
Delayed.
January isn't really horror season for me in a good way because we all know that January releases shitty horror movies. But like when you think of movies like Nightmare, Texas Chainsaw, Halloween, obviously you don't think of January. You think maybe April, May, June.
Or even like September, October, or August. August is a good day for those movies because it's getting a start for the fall season. Right. We got Kylo saying, yo, GTA Trilogy. Yep. And then we got Latudamore saying, what's up, everybody? What's going on, man? Glad to have you guys here. And let's go ahead and head into our first story of the day. And that is the DC Fandome trailer got released, basically showcasing because it starts next week. Am I right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Next week. And again, what are you guys' thoughts on the trailer and what are you guys excited to watch from this DC Fandome? I know Tyler, you're probably going to subscribe to watch it.
So
I haven't had much time to watch the trailer, but I already knew everything that was going to be featured.
Yeah, they announced it.
So I'm definitely excited for it.
So the one thing I think everyone is looking forward to is the Batman.
The Batman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But the thing that I have my attention to the most are the Flash movie, obviously, the Black Adam movie, and the video games, Suicide Squad.
Gotham Knights.
And please, Mary Joseph Injustice 3 announcement, please, bro. Begging you, Ed Boon, please, bro. Apparently, a roster got leaked of like some insane characters.
Yo, that roster looks sick, bro.
And if it's true, bro, just give it to me, Ed Boon, right now. But the Flash movie is something that I have my eyes on because we heard in the early stages of this, it was gonna be Flashpoint. And as we've heard more and more things, it's looking like it's not Flashpoint. And I heard someone say that it's supposed to be an inspiration of Flashpoint and not actual Flashpoint, which that kind of makes me feel a little bit better because when you hear we're going to do Flashpoint, that sounds terrible because you don't have certain characters that belong there and you don't have Reverse Flash. How are you going to do that without him? So I hope that we get some clarification, maybe a poster, maybe some photos, maybe a trailer.
Yeah,
Black Adam.
In the DC Fandome trailer, they show all the actors do their little promos talking about you guys are ready, and they show an image of Batman with Flash. They show an image, just a quick image. If you just miss it, you might miss it. So I'm excited for Batman, but I'm ready to see some Shazam footage. Like I hope we get some footage and not just art. because this movie has been announced since 2014, and now it's 2021, and we finally
Black
about
Adam?
Black Adam
Yeah,
or Shazam?
I said Black Widow. My fault.
No, you said Shazam.
Oh, Shazam, right? Oh,
And I was confused.
Well, that's why I meant to say. I meant Black Adam. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to because he's been cast as Black Adam for like 6 or 7 years now. We're finally get to see him. At least, hopefully, we see some stuff from him, from The Rock, in DC fandom. We already know we're gonna get a second trailer for Batman. Because when does that come out? Is it come out early
March
22?
Yeah, we're getting another trailer at least soon. If not this week, or at least within the next month. And then same as time. I'm ready for the Flash. Let's see what they do. Let's see if we can get some announcement maybe of the Snyder verse coming back. Who knows? I know that's asking for a lot, but
this is what I want. This is what I want from the Snyderverse. I want the version of the Flash we got in Justice League, and I mean Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Right, of course.
That's the only thing I want. If they only give me that back, among other things, but if they give me that back for this movie, I will take it because that version of the Flash was painfully so much better than what we got.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
And even if we do get the Snyderverse restored, Zack Snyder already confirmed that he's written all new storyboards. So even if it comes back, it's not going to be anything that we have already seen.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll just watch all the stuff on YouTube because I probably won't be able to watch it live. Because what day is it? The 16th.
Yeah, Saturday.
Exactly. I'll be at work all day, so I probably won't have time to concentrate and watch anything. So I'll hear from you guys on Instagram, through the chat, or whatever's on YouTube. That's probably how I watch all the stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they do release a Batman trailer, I'm gonna be mad because I would want to do a reaction to it. Like that's the first thing I want to watch it live.
Just go to the break room real quick and record your reaction.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. To me, that I wouldn't even want to record the video if I'm not in my sanctum. So
I feel you.
I just would not feel right. Like I think what trailer came out, like some came out, I'm like, damn, I'm not even at home, man.
Spider-Man?
Fuck it. I guess it was Spider-Man. Well, no, I did Spider-Man No Way Home.
He did a reaction.
No,
I did a
Spider-Man
reaction.
2, the game.
No, I did that too. Oh yeah.
Okay,
I waited to come home to record that. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm excited. We'll see what happens. Like I said, on the video game front, we'll probably get some stuff from the video games. Because that's just easy gameplay footage.
Well, they already confirmed we're getting Suicide Squad gameplay. That's confirmed already. And I don't want to say I'm fearful because we've seen more from Gotham Knights than we have from Suicide Squad. But I think it's going to be great because Rocksteady don't miss.
Yeah.
Even though apparently now it's the thing. Oh, Arkham Knight sucks. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, it doesn't. Arkham Knight.
Who says that?
That's the thing. If
Come on,
something comes out and it's not as good as the predecessors, it automatically sucks. People say the same thing about Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Rises does not suck. It may not be as good as the Dark Knight, but it doesn't
suck.
Suck.
Of Us 2.
And
the Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us 2.
The Dark Knight Rises is better than Batman Begins.
An argument can be made for that.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's the truth, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all you people that love Batman Begins. The Dark Knight Rises is better than Batman Begins. That's it, bro. I will argue.
I respect that.
I respect your opinion.
Yep.
I respect your opinion.
I go back and forth about it.
Yeah, to me, it's so I really hate ranking the movies, and especially when it's a trilogy. Because it's always a worse one in the trilogy. If I really had to say if I wanted to watch them, obviously Dark Knight Rises will be the last one I think about in that trilogy. It's messed up because it's the last one. It just for that movie, you could tell Christopher Nolan was done. He was done. Yeah. He's like, I made the Batman movies and that's it. I don't want no more to deal with.
This is the last one.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
Regardless of logic, I don't care. This is the last movie. But
he didn't become Man of Steel though.
But a producer is different. When you're behind that chair, bro. When you're behind that director's chair, it's different than being a producer. Producer can come on set, okay, everything good, leave. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's go ahead and head into the chat. We got everybody saying what's up to each other. Luke saying, I can't wait to see Black Adam and the Batman. Yes, sir. Jason Nelson says, I want the Snyderverse. Yes, we all do, but Warner Brothers hates Zack Snyder, so it will never happen.
And their fan base.
Yeah, they don't like us at all. Basin Blue said The Flash is one of my favorites. I hope they do the movie. Hope they do the movie that fans deserve. They won't.
Yeah,
they won't. They won't. It's okay, but we'll just have to take it. I mean, if it's not we want, at least I just want it to be good. That's all I care. It don't have to give me exactly what I want. Just give me a decent story and give me like Tyler said, give me the Flash from Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Don't give me the bullshit from Justice League. Don't give me that.
Yeah.
Reaction reviews in the chat. What's going on? He said, y'all tripping. The Last of Us Part 2 is horrible. No, it is not, bro.
Reaction.
It's not
so
horrible.
Black and white, man.
It's not horrible.
The greatest
It's not
thing
horrible,
in the
bro.
world, or it's
not
horrible. Like there are layers to things.
It's not horrible, bro. It's not, bro. It's not. And
great,
spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Whoever hasn't played The Last of Us Part 2, it's not horrible because Joel dies. It's not horrible because of that.
And it's
You might be mad, but it's not horrible because of it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of great things about it, but there are also a lot of bad things. It is the Spider-Man 3 of video games.
Yeah, I can see that, but it's not as Spider-Man 3. We won't get into that conversation. Go watch our watch along about Spider-Man 3. I'm expecting the haircut to be accounted. No, the haircut's not coming. Warner Brother, HBO Max do not want to put no more money into redoing another movie. I'm sorry.
Would y'all want to see that?
Yes.
Would y'all want to see Air?
Yes.
I would.
Yes,
I would, but
I don't think it's likely.
They're not going to do it. They
don't want to start that trend of director's cuts.
But not
And
that.
I
don't think the fans aren't behind it like they were Zack Snyder's Justice League. They just aren't.
Well, it's the Justice League. I mean, you can't really compare the Justice League to Suicide Squad.
But I don't want it to become a trend though. I don't want it to be now. Granted, directors shouldn't be getting screwed out of their visions to begin with. That's a whole different conversation.
That's not gonna stop though.
That's W.
Especially until Warner Brothers changes the guard. So
But I do think that this shouldn't be a thing where people get screwed and then they cry about it and they get a director's cut and billions thrown at them. No, that should not be a thing. What happened to Zack Snyder was fucked up because of what they did and the situation that happened to him. So that's
exactly
right. But
exactly.
As much as I want a David Ayer cut, if it didn't happen, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. It's just how it is.
I agree.
Same.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Reaction review says the Snyderverse will be restored once they have bosses. Their boss is just obviously when they transition to Discovery. John has the same theory that they will get everything back together when they they be Discovery again. Who knows, man? I mean, it's all business. As long as they think it's gonna make money, they'll do it. If they don't think it's gonna make money, they're not gonna do it.
That's what they're concerned about.
Like it's a business at the end of the day. We know we support it, but it's a business at the end of the day.
Like I said, I don't think we're gonna get the version of the Snyderverse that we expect. If it happens, we'll just get some semblance of it.
Right. Luke says we don't talk about Justice League. We talk about if it's horrible. Reaction review says it's horrible, and he says how much you want to bet it will be accounted. I don't want to bet anything because I don't think it's gonna happen because it would have been announced already. I mean, shit.
Yeah, it would be.
So all right, you guys got any more thing to add on?
One thing about the Flash movie I want is if they're doing Flashpoint, which I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of time thing because Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman, which I personally don't want. I'm sorry. I just don't want it. I want more. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan should play Thomas Wayne or Ben Affleck should play Thomas Wayne.
That's what I wanted.
So basically, you want the Snyderverse restored.
You want the Snyderverse restored, yeah.
But if Flashpoint is happening, I want it to be used the way it was used in the comics as a full-on reset because that's what these guys need at this point. Yes, we've been getting some good DC movies. Justice League was great. Shazam was great. Aquaman was great. Suicide Squad was great. They need to reset this motherfucker.
I don't think they're gonna do that though. I don't think they're gonna do that. That's too much of a risk.
But going back to what Tyler said, though, it can make sense because all these movies aren't building to anything else. If you can watch them by themselves, and if they restart the timeline, you can still go back and enjoy these movies because they're not like the MCU where each movie matters to watch the next movie, or they are building to a big epic event like Avengers. Like Shazam, the only tag they had was that Superman showed up, but you could just see that as a joke.
But the thing is, what makes it confusing is that you use the same actors and put them in different timelines. That's so confusing. You got Harley Quinn, and she's in like 3 different timelines.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
right.
What was I gonna say?
It's not like Conjuring where they're all connected, but they're not necessarily building up to anything. You can watch them individually, but there's a clear through line in it. With DC, they all over the place, and I don't like that.
Right.
The
same with the animated films.
There's no linear storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are connected, but the thing that I like, I'm tired of universes, and Marvel is treading that line of me getting tired of them.
Marvel.
We'll get there, but DC right now, I kind of like that they're kind of solo movies, like they don't connect, but at the same time, I kind of want this feeling of, oh hey, they're in the same universe.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the Conjuring movies. They connect, but they're not dependent on one another,
and they kind of don't matter. You watch these movies and you're like Suicide Squad. I love Suicide Squad. It's my 3rd favorite movie of the year. No Time to Die is over that right now, but I watched that movie and I love it. But I asked myself the question, what does it matter when you really think about it? The movie was phenomenal and it ended and I loved it. But what does it matter in the long run?
Yeah.
You know, you watch Batman v Superman, say what you want about Batman v Superman. That movie ended and we were like, oh man, we're getting a Wonder Woman movie now. We're getting Aquaman, Justice League. It's going to be dope. We watched Suicide Squad and we're like, oh yeah, it was good. Okay.
I mean, we got Peacemaker show. We got other stuff to look forward to that comes. I
guess I didn't want a Peacemaker show. Don't get me wrong. I like Peacemaker, but I could have done without a Peacemaker show.
Too.
Yeah,
and that's the thing that you know what? I'll just save it for when we talk about Marvel later. That's
the next topic. I mean, you can go ahead and say it because we might.
I already know what you're gonna say, but yeah, they giving everybody a show, man. Everybody gets a show.
Yeah, oversaturation.
DC and Marvel is like fucking people at a strip club, bro. You want a show? You want a show? You want a show?
Everybody gets show.
They're doing the Oprah. They're doing the Oprah thing. Yeah. I can see that though.
It is so stupid.
I mean, well, they hit it through line once they could do the shows. I mean, once they was able to do TV shows, now it's like shit. We could do anything now. Like any of these little lower tier characters, if they can't do a movie, fuck it, give them a 6-episode miniseries. Like, it's what's crazy. They're using movie making money budget. They're giving these shows like $150 million budgets to do these 6-episode shows. It was like, why ain't you just do a movie? Like, but I mean, sometimes
was going to the movie.
That's what I'm saying. They don't want to. They'll waste money on the tickets. They know they won't get no ticket sales.
Right. Well, you have to get these subscriptions.
Right. They got to get their Disney Plus subscriptions because they know that's gonna last longer, I guess. But we're rambling on. I guess that's all we have to say about DC fandom, or at least what we're expecting to see. So next topic we have, the biggest topic of today,
the meat and potatoes,
and that is the What If series. We're gonna do a whole series review. Talk about we can go through each episode. We don't got to go like 1 through I forgot how many episodes there is, but
spoilers abound.
9.
Yeah. Spoiler warning.
9. Okay, right.
We're gonna give you like 2 minutes to get up out of here. Go watch it.
Right. If you guys haven't seen Marvel's What If, just go to Disney Plus, binge the show. Each show is about 30 minutes long.
Yeah, about 30.
They're not that long. They're about 30. 30. Yeah.
Around 30. Yeah, roundabout.
So you guys want to go binge it, come back, see what our thoughts, because we're going to go deep and dive and talk about actual sequences and things that happened in the show that we liked or we didn't like. So
yeah,
we could have given you guys a couple minutes, but you guys can go around and see what do you guys think of this show without trying to give spoilers away.
You guys go first. I'll let you
AJ,
go.
you want to go first?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
The series. Okay, I'm going to talk about a little bit how I felt going into it. I wasn't very excited for this series. I'm gonna admit I did not care for the animation. When I saw the trailer, I was just like, this is kind of clunky. This is kind of weird. It feels a little off brand. And I heard that some of the voice actors, some of the actors that played the characters were gonna be there. Some weren't. And I was like, I feel a little iffy about this. So when I watched the first episode, I was pleasantly surprised. Even though it wasn't the best episode out of the series, I was into it and I liked it.
Yeah.
So like as the weeks went on, we got Star-Lord. Well, the first one was Captain Carter, and then we got Star-Lord, and then we got the Avengers Die, and I was feeling it at that point. Episode 3 is where I really was hooked. So like I at that point I was really feeling it. And there were some episodes that were kind of hit or miss, not complete misses, but like some that were better than others.
Yeah,
And,
that felt like filler.
Yeah, that felt like filler, but like also like the Party Thor, it felt like filler, but it was pretty fun at the same time.
For sure.
So none of them were like lower than a 5 out of 10 for me. I think the Killmonger episode was my least favorite, with a 6 out of 10. But it was pretty fun overall. I liked how the show wasn't exactly cookie cutter. Some of them had some formulaic, feel to them, but like there were points where I was like, wow, this is really dark. Marvel went there. Like I was really like kind of giddy, about that, because we don't get that in the films. Like a lot of things are formulaic. A lot of things are, kind of, cookie cutter, family friendly. And then you get episode 8 where Thanos gets split in half. And I was just like, huh? Really? Okay, let's go. Let's get it. So, I there were, it was kind of a roller coaster for me. There were some things I really enjoyed, some things that were like, but I'm gonna let somebody else talk about it.
John, you can go.
I mean, I was excited for it when it was announced. And overall, I was pretty pleased with the show. I thought every episode was good, but I do agree with AJ that some episodes were better than others. Captain Carter was a really good episode. It got off to a great start. Honestly, Captain Carter is one of the best characters in the series, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
I love the way they handled Peggy Carter. I love the way they handled Steve Rogers. They still made him a hero.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't have the serum, he was still that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I know Chris Evans was probably doing other things. I'm so upset he couldn't come back and do the voice.
I am too.
To have both of those characters voiced by those actors in the same movie.
But although I feel like they did pretty well with the casting, the voice casting.
Yeah.
No, they did. They did. That brings me to my next point. I thought that the voice cast was pretty good. It was better than I expected, because I was iffy about the voice cast because not everybody was returning, but they got a good chunk of people coming back.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan came back to play Killmonger.
Jeremy Renner.
Wow.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth came back. Yeah, so they got a good chunk of people coming back. And the people that they got to play the cast that wasn't there, they did pretty good.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them. There were some characters that were better than their main MCU entry versions. Ultron. And that's coming from somebody that likes that the Age of Ultron version of Ultron. But I would be stupid to say that the What If version was not leaps and bounds better. That should have been Age of Ultron.
I think that something that helped that though was his mission, what he was actually doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he didn't have drones out doing stuff for him. He was doing it himself.
He did.
I mean, he did, but
you didn't even hardly notice him.
Yeah, he was way more active.
Oh yes,
And he wasn't joking all the time.
right.
He
Yeah.
felt way more balanced, and he felt menacing.
Yeah,
It was definitely much closer to the comic than the movie was. But yeah, I love the series. The only thing that I really didn't like about the series, and it's kind of a nitpick, but all the really good episodes, everybody died.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
And
Yeah.
I was like, you
I'm
can't
telling you.
like can we not kill
Well, the
everybody
finale, no
every
one
other
Well,
died.
episode?
In the finale, no one
the
really died.
finale. The finale. Yeah. The finale.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. But yeah, like the when Hank Pym killed all the Avengers, it was
Yeah.
dope, but everybody
Yeah.
died.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Doctor
came.
Strange, which was a phenomenal
I
episode,
love that episode, but
killed
he
an
didn't.
entire
He
universe.
Yeah. He killed the entire
Yeah,
universe.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's
All right.
crazy.
But yeah, overall, I thought the series was very good. Not perfect, but it was fun, and the stories were interconnected, but it didn't feel like I absolutely had to watch certain episodes to watch another, with the exception of the finale. But
Right.
we'll get into that later.
Right.
But yeah, I thought that each episode, for the most part, stood on its own very well, and I was very pleased with the show.
Go ahead,
So
Tyler.
when I was going into this, I was very excited. I love anthology type stories. I love
Yes,
the 2 Cloverfield movies because there are only 2. I like
I agree.
Twilight Zone a lot. And so when they announced the show for this comic, I was excited because What If is awesome. You can do
Yeah.
what you want. You have no limitations. You can do what you want.
Exactly.
And overall, I was pleased with the show. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I think I liked more of the episodes more than people did. I loved the Thor episode a lot. It wasn't my
As did
favorite,
I. That
but
was a fun episode, man.
it was fun. I laughed my ass off the whole episode.
I did too.
It was so fun. And the Killmonger episode, I kind of dug it for what it was. There wasn't an episode in this show that I downright hated, and I don't think anyone
No,
can say
agreed.
that. Because
Agreed.
there are some people. Well, I mean, some people with functioning brains, because I follow some people with no functioning brains that are like, "Oh, this show is irrelevant. Get rid of it immediately." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" You know, it was a very fun show. I think that's the word to describe it. Fun. It was very fun.
Yeah.
And I do think it is cool that this is technically canon when you really
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
And apparently we're supposed to get Peggy Carter back. That's a rumor. And we're hearing rumors that Sorcerer Supreme Doctor Strange might come back. And I would love to see
Oh
that.
my god, I would love
Um, maybe we can get Party Thor and Love and Thunder. Knowing Taika, he's already on it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, and I love the Vision
That seems
of
the most
Ultron
likely.
episode
Mhm.
and the finale. I loved the finale. It felt like a mini Avengers movie, and it was
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I was watching. I was like, man, I really wish this was a movie.
Yeah.
and I loved the ending of that where Black Widow got a good ending.
Yeah.
That wasn't a filler MCU movie.
And
Mhm.
like the tag of that, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I thought they were gonna. It's funny since the whole Scarlett Johansson thing got settled. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh shit. So they're gonna put her back. They're gonna put her in the world where Black Widow died in the canon of the movies to bring her back. That's what I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Said, don't do this, Marvel. Don't put her back in in another universe where she died and she dies in that universe. But I thought it was gonna be in the movies. I thought it was gonna be the movies. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, I thought that too, but I was like, this seems awfully similar to the main universe. But I was like,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
It
So
was so
maybe
cool,
it's
though.
another universe.
I got goosebumps hearing that Avengers theme and seeing them all fighting and shit. I was like,
Yes, I
this is
did.
the
When
shit I
when
love.
Captain America was doing this thing, I had
Yeah, you see, yeah,
I was
hell
giddy.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Like, bro, that's my shit, bro. I can't help but love it. But overall, great show or good show. It wasn't perfect. and it's getting a season 2, which I totally agree with, because realistically, not that I want 10 seasons of What If, but you could make this show for 10 seasons, because you could do what you
anything.
want.
You can do anything. I agree.
So, you know,
multiverse
kudos to them.
anthology.
Kudos to them. Good job.
So right off the bat, me and John, we knew when this was coming. Me and John talked about it. I think we did episode Nerd Talk when the trailer came out. And I was iffy a little bit as well as AJ. Like didn't know if the animation was gonna work until I watched the first episode. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. It's gonna work because they nailed it. They nailed the animation. The voice acting was stellar for that first episode. I can't even think of what's her name is that played Haley
Atwell.
Haley Atwell. Yep. Okay. Yeah. And when I heard her voice, I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect. I want a Captain Carter movie. That's what I want. Because she was at the end, she ended up being my favorite character. She ended up being my favorite character at the end with that finale as well. I loved almost every single episode besides the Killmonger episode. I think that is the weakest episode. I liked Party Thor, but I could definitely tell that's a filler episode. It's just for us to get him for the finale. I like some of the stuff in there.
It's like Tyler said, it's just a fun episode. Like I was laughing from beginning to end. So if filler episodes are like that, I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. I love the structure of it. I know no one's talking about it. I love Jeffrey Wright in this show. I love him as the Watcher. It's funny because he was just in No Time to Die. I'm like, look at Jeffrey Wright just getting all this fucking work. Let's fucking go. Because he's going to be in the Batman too. It's like, go ahead and keep jumping through these franchises, bro.
Jeffrey Wright is one of my favorite actors. He is severely underrated.
Get the money, man.
He's great.
Get the money, bro. I love his scene where he fight Ultron. I thought that was fucking awesome. Like, yes, we get to see those.
Yeah, I wanted to see more of that.
Yeah, each episode he gets closer and closer and closer. You can see his silhouette, and you see his frame, and he actually pops up. And then Ultron hears him and like, oh shit, like this is really
Doctor Strange heard him first.
Real. Yeah, right. Well, he saw him first because he can see. He has different abilities to see him. But after all, I think the Doctor Strange episode is still my favorite. I love the zombies episode. I love the zombie episodes.
It was heartbreaking.
I love the zombie episode, but I'm upset the way it ended. I hated that it ended that cliffhanger. Most of these episodes ended cliffhangers. Besides the Thor episode, I think the Thor episode is not a cliffhanger. I think that literally is the end of the story.
I don't think, other than the finale, I don't think a single moment made me fucking do a whole flip the way I did when I saw Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet as a zombie.
As a zombie though, like that's like what the hell can they do next? And it made me more excited for season 2 because I knew they weren't going to go back. Each episode had a story, and we weren't going to go back to it. Obviously, the finale went back to those certain moments to get the characters back. Yeah, it was. But I knew we weren't going to get. Yeah, I knew we weren't going to get like part 2 to certain episodes. I knew they were just going to focus on one story, and we was going to move on to the next. But yeah, I was in that moment. I was like, what the fuck? I almost yelled because I watched it at night with my girlfriend. I almost yelled. I'm like, hold on, let me be quiet. My fiance sleeping. But yeah, I enjoyed the series. I'm excited for season 2. Hopefully we can get some of these actors back. Maybe we can get the original actors back, and some of them that didn't come back. Because Robert Downey Jr. played himself too, right? Robert Downey Jr. came back and did his voice.
No,
as well.
He did not.
That was a different. Okay, I knew he sounded different. I don't remember seeing his name in the cast list, but
he sounded very close.
The guy did a very good job. He did a very good job because he could have got me. But yeah, so overall, really quick, I enjoyed the series.
Really quick, who were you guys' favorite characters in the series?
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter for Alex.
I might say Supreme Strange.
Supreme Strange for AJ. I gotta go with Ultron.
Either him or the Apocalypse version of Black Widow.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's got one of the best shots of when Hawkeye like sacrifices himself in the way they shot the scene.
It was better than Endgame. That's what Endgame
should have been.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. It ain't that scene worked so well because of Endgame. It was poetic. It was the opposite of what happened in Endgame, and it was so beautifully done. I that's one of the best scenes in the series for sure.
I love the scene. I think it's the finale. They do the Winter Soldier thing, and it's not Captain America. It's Captain Carter, and they the banter between them two about I guess her going out. Yeah, it's hilarious, bro. My goodness gracious. Now, I seen a poster of they put the Captain Carter, her in Captain Carter suit instead of Captain America for the Winter Soldier movie.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
What kind of movie that would have been? Who knows? Did you guys see the end credit scene for that episode?
No.
There's an end credit scene where she comes back to. Well, we know she comes back to her original thing. Black Widow goes to one of the little containers, and it's the iron suit from the first episode. And and Black Widow says someone's in there, and it's it's Steve.
It's Steve. I did see that.
Okay.
And I had to fast, but I'm like, let's see if there's any credit scene. There wasn't. Let me see what's going on, because they don't even tell you that some of these episodes even have end credit scenes. But I will say, Captain Carter is definitely my favorite character, especially after that finale. The finale, it's second best episode out this series so far.
Yeah, the Ultron and then the finale and Doctor Strange, they were that was some god tier shit right there, bro.
Yeah.
Do we have rankings for the episodes?
I haven't went down. I think I'm gonna do a second rewatch before I rank them again.
I don't, but I think I'm gonna do that as well. Do a rewatch.
We got a top three.
I got top three.
Okay.
I can rank them all if I wanted to right now.
Give us your top three, Tyler.
So my favorite would be the Doctor Strange one, then the finale, Ultron, zombies, I would say.
Yeah.
The one where the Avengers die, Peggy Carter, Party Thor, Killmonger, and I know I can hear everyone, but the worst one for me was
Black
the Star
Panther.
Lord. I found it so fucking
cringe.
It was fine. It was fine. And I did feel like it didn't really get going until the Collector showed up, and I love that they brought Benicio del Toro back. He was awesome. But I just found that episode so overhyped, and I feel like the reason everyone did it was because Chadwick was voicing him. And I'm like, listen, bro, I understand he did a great job as the voice when he showed up in the different points of the show, but I found that episode so mid. I really did, and I watched that episode twice. I watched it twice, and I was like, it was fine.
Still felt the same. Yeah.
No, I agree.
The episode where the Killmonger episode when he kills T'Challa, the first thing I thought, I said, damn, they really did this.
Yeah, I did too.
Obviously he passed away for other circumstances. Like, damn, they really killed him in this show.
Like, I don't know how people.
And I was like, "Oh, they just really went there." Like, "Ooh, I want to know the reaction." And it turned out being my wickedest series, but obviously for not that reason. I just didn't care about Killmonger's motivation. He had the same motivation he had in the movie,
same motivation.
But he took it to a more higher level, and they changed it for the other reasons. But
let me ask
you, not the motivation for me. I think the episode was poorly placed. That should have been like episode 2 or 3.
Let me ask you guys though, with seeing what happens in the finale where he takes the stones.
Yeah.
Do you think it makes that episode mean a little bit more with the way that episode ended? Or do you guys still feel
about this much?
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree with John.
Him getting the stones. I knew nothing was gonna come of it because I knew the episode was ending. I'm like, now they gotta fight Killmonger with the stones. Right. Like, no, that's not about to happen.
Now it was because if anybody was gonna do that, it would have been him.
Right.
But it didn't help that episode that much.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was kind of overkill? Him doing that after they defeated Ultron?
No, I thought it was predictable.
A little bit.
I thought so too. I thought they didn't have to really have that in it, but it didn't really make or break the episode for me.
No, I agree.
Either. No, because I think going to I see because Tyler, you said Supreme Strange is your favorite character, right? I love that he has to be the one to keep them a hold, which
Yes.
throws away my theory. I'm like, maybe Supreme Strange might be a secret villain in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, because we kind of get that with this show with them fighting each other. Like maybe we might get that. Because I can see Benedict
Well,
Cumberbatch playing both characters in one movie.
we
He got the
Yeah, that would
acting
be
talents
dope.
for it.
we
That's true.
really don't have confirmation as to what's going on with Doctor Strange, because apparently the villain a long time ago, I don't know how much maybe this changed with Scott Derrickson leaving, but the rumored
Yeah.
villain was supposed to be Nightmare
Yeah.
and Mordu, but I don't know what's going on, because I heard now Scarlet Witch is going to be the villain, and
Yeah.
now people are throwing out, oh, maybe Sorcerer Supreme is going to be the villain. We
Yeah,
really don't know.
that's what I thought. Now I thought that's the way to introduce him in this series, was that's what he's going to be the villain, because he has all this dark energy inside of him, and it will take the Doctor Strange we know from our universe to stop him.
Yeah.
But who knows? Because obviously, like you said, directors change. Who knows if a vision might have changed with new direction coming in. We know we're gonna get a quirky film with Sam Raimi behind the wheel. We know it's gonna be quirky
I'm
as
not
hell.
gonna lie, man. That worries me, man. Like,
You see,
you think-
but listen, this is what I'm gonna throw out though. Being that I just watched Evil Dead, and if you guys want to know my thoughts on it, go on my page. I just reviewed it like 3 days ago, whatever. I want to see, if we're getting horror, I want to see the first style of Evil Dead horror, not Evil Dead 2, the first Evil Dead, because I don't get scared easily, but that movie's fucking creepy, and I will give him that.
see, that's the thing. I'm afraid that we're gonna get Evil Dead 2, and I don't want that for Doctor Strange.
No.
Yeah, me either.
No, yeah, who
Because
knows?
that seems like a Marvel thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like with Raimi, I think his horror with the superhero genre with his horror are well done, pretty well done, especially what we get in Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock in the hospital. And that scene alone, it just proves to me that he has what it takes for that. And it didn't have to be campy. It felt a little campy, but like it
But he
worked.
played it straight for the most part. Yeah. If he does that for Doctor Strange, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I
me
got
too.
a strange feeling, no pun intended, that he's not gonna do that.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not.
This is the thing that no one's really talking about, and I'm gonna touch on this because I still feel so fucking bad.
I think I know what you're gonna say. But yeah.
He came out and said that Spider-Man 3 was like the experience and reception of it was so bad that he didn't want to do another superhero movie. Period.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart because. And not only for a director to say that, especially one respected like Sam Raimi, but he made my childhood. Spider-Man 3 is a mess, but that was still my childhood, bro. I was 4 years old rocking that bootleg, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, you have no idea, bro.
That was my childhood, bro. So to hear that's like, Sylvester Stallone coming out and saying, listen, after everyone hated Rocky 5, I didn't want to do another Rocky movie anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like Sam Raimi, this is redemption for him.
Yeah.
And he is not holding back, and he's going to knock this shit out the park because he knows what's on the line.
It's not even that though. Like, I know I would still deal with Marvel. I know we were talking about what if, but I mean, it's Kevin Feige. That's all. I know it's always thing to say, but we trust Kevin Feige. I'm sorry, he's been doing this for too long, and not every MCU movie is perfect, but none of the MCU movies are bad films.
Yeah, none of
them
are bad films. They're not. I don't care what nobody say. They're not bad. There's a
difference between bad MCU movie and bad movie.
There have been worse superhero movies that we've gotten compared to any other movies in the MCU. And I'm saying that and seeing a lot of superhero movies. Trust me, all three of us can. I know Tyler, you're the youngest out of all of us, but all three of us can attest. We've been around in the early 2000s. A lot of my people that
we've seen the trash
and older. We've seen worse.
We've seen the trash when it was new.
Right.
It was the fresh trash.
Tyler seeing old trash. We've seen new trash.
It's all right, bro. I sat in the theater for Fan 4 sick. It's all right, bro.
Yeah, see, that's me. I put that to the side. That's like I said, that's not Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige was involved in most of those terrible early 2000s superhero movies, though. So he knows what works and what doesn't. He
Right,
knows what to bring to this franchise. He knows what, like I said, certain things have misses. Maybe director might leave. He might have to bring a new director. Same thing happened with Thor, The Dark World. It was supposed to be Patty Jenkins supposed to be directing it, but he brought in Alan Taylor just as a fill-in. Same with Ant-Man. Ant-Man was the same way. Edgar Wright was supposed to direct it. Okay, we got to bring in Peyton Reed. He gave us a suitable film. Yeah, all these are unfortunate things that happen, but Kevin Feige made it work, and he gave us an entertaining film. Thor: Dark World withstanding, but at least Ant-Man is a very enjoyable
I never
film.
thought of it like that. Like most of the films that people consider in the MCU bad, something happened to make it that way.
Exactly.
So I never thought of it like that, but you brought up a good
That's
point.
not true because Captain Marvel sucks, and there was nothing behind that scene. I don't know what. Get out of here with that crap. And
I don't think Captain Marvel sucks.
I think Captain Marvel is overhated.
It is.
I completely agree. Like I said, there's 5 worse superhero movies than Captain Marvel.
It is overhated, but it's still.
You talking about ever or in the MCU?
Ever.
Okay.
Ever, because this is all one genre, not just MCU. Talking about that's why
it's way more than 5.
I just threw out just 5 of numbers of 5. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's over.
But in the words of Tyler, people think that Captain Marvel is dog water. There's MCU dog water, and then there's regular dog water.
Right.
And Captain Marvel is a full bowl of dog water, bro.
But is it MCU dog water or is it regular dog water?
Yes, it's MCU. Dog
MCU.
water.
Okay,
Right. As a regular movie, it's passable. It's fine.
Passable. Right.
It's like a 6, but
it's average. Yes.
It's average. It's an average.
Yeah,
film, but it's not bad.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is, average for the MCU is bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they got so many great movies.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Especially with it coming out between Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. That's the worst part. Is that it came out between 2 great films,
That affected it too.
That's probably my least favorite era of Marvel, I would say, where it was Infinity War and Endgame, and then we had
Ant-Man
and the Wasp and Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, yeah. I kind of wish they would have flip-flopped it, because the way you watch it chronologically, that's how you watch. Obviously, you watch Captain Marvel earlier if you watch it chronologically, but I kind of wish they would have released. I don't think they could have did Captain Marvel for Infinity War, but I kind of wish they did, because we could have got Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. Just imagine watching those back to back without getting those filler movies.
That would have been, I think that would have been a better setup for them.
I feel bad if you're going through the MCU chronologically and your first movie is Captain Marvel. My condolences to you.
Well,
it only gets better from there.
That's what I'm saying. It's not, because you get it out the way. Like you get it out the way. It's the second movie you watch chronologically. Yeah. So all you gotta do is sit there and watch it and get it over with. Then you into Iron Man. So why wouldn't you want to get to Iron Man?
Well, no, it's first Avenger chronologically.
Well, no, I said the second movie, right?
The second.
Because Captain America first, Avengers first, then it's Captain Marvel, then it's Iron Man.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. Yeah.
So yeah. We guys got any more things to go on for Marvel's What If?
I was iffy about them.
This is why I did want to talk about this. What go ahead, I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish your point, but I did want to ask you guys this question, and we could probably finish after this. But what other what if would you guys want them to tackle in season 2? Go ahead, Tyler, finish what you're about to say.
So my one issue, which it worked out in the end, so I'm okay with it. But at first, when they said, "Oh, the episodes are gonna link and they're gonna connect," I kind of didn't want that, because I kind of just wanted it to be anthology styled. But it did work out in the end, and I cannot complain, because that finale was fucking awesome. So
because they connected, but like I said, for the most part, they pretty much stood on their own. It wasn't until episode 9 where they all, culminated with each other.
I love the singles where Thor is trying to get out of the pub. He's like, "Oh, I'm out of here." And he just like he's about to get sucked into a wormhole. Shout out to Chris Hemsworth to come back to voice his character, because I don't think anybody else could have did it. That's
with him. The scene that I love with him is when his mother comes, and that. But when his mother comes and he goes, "She told on me."
Yeah.
That was great. I loved that. That was so fucking funny, bro.
But yeah, what you guys got any more what ifs did you guys wish they would have tackled this season or that you want them to tackle in the next season?
For me, it's kind of a small one, but I noticed it in episode 8, I think. I would like to see Steve become the president of the United States.
Ooh. Okay.
And I think there was like a campaign of like a poster of him or something in Times Square in episode 8. But I would like to see a whole episode on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I would have, and I know this is a joke because there's like a video of when Steve there's a fake like a parody of when Steve goes back into time and he's living throughout the life of all this stuff happening and he can't interfere because he doesn't want to fuck the timeline up. Right. I want to see like what if Steve interfered with all this stuff happening in the universe.
Yeah,
like he did like Howard doesn't die because he knows that he dies. Bucky gets saved. You know, he goes to get Bucky, so he saves Bucky. I would love
that could be its own anthology right there.
Yeah, because a lot of different things start happening if he fucks up the timeline. Like, but this also plays into Loki. So all this stuff has happened, so it doesn't interfere with the TVA. That's the only thing I had to question at the end of the series. I'm like, so they're doing all this stuff.
I think the TVA like exists on its own thing, which doesn't make sense, but I guess we're just supposed to run with it for now until they retcon it.
Yeah, because
clearly that was an oversight.
They already well, it's what if, but they already retconned it because they interfere with a lot of timelines, especially with the Watcher dropping off Black Widow into another timeline. That fucks up.
Yeah,
that
but
timeline.
I mean, they can retcon it again. Look at the Fox X-Men movies. Each movie is retconned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you guys got any what ifs you guys want them to tackle?
So I have two thinking off the top of my head. The one that I would love to see is what if Cap killed Iron Man in Civil War when he was going to. What would happen with that? And also, what if? And I know these are gonna sound violent. I'm fucked up. I'm sorry.
Okay,
but
they did zombies.
What if? Yeah,
they did zombies.
What if in Winter Soldier Bucky killed Cap? What would happen? And they never shut down S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, what if Hydra actually won? What if Hydra won? What if Hydra won? Yeah, ooh, yeah, that'd be a good episode. That'd be terrifying.
That'd be a dope episode.
Book me fight. Sure. Book me.
I would definitely watch that. What if Hydra won? I would definitely watch that episode because that would be very violent. It would be like the zombie episode or the Ultron episode. That's what it would be like because a lot of people would be dead.
I do think that we need an episode that redeems Captain Marvel because she sucks. She sucks in the movies. She sucks in What If
episode. Even in the What If episode, she wasn't that good.
Like, what if Captain Marvel didn't suck?
No,
that's an episode I need.
I mean, it's what the problem is though.
She's OP and doesn't. She's fit.
OP.
That's what it is.
She's OP.
She's OP. She's OP.
And we don't relate to her
at all.
That's true.
All these heroes that we relate to had normal lives. Like with standing the Guardians, because those are obviously alien beings, but they're fun. They're great characters.
Yeah, they're still relatable in their own right. Yeah.
Well, they had tragic lives, but like we don't relate to Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they all got interesting backstories.
Right. Captain Marvel really doesn't. She doesn't have an interesting backstory. Well, at least what we've known in the MCU, we don't know. I haven't read any Captain Marvel comics, so that might be a different story. But in the MCU, there's nothing interesting about her.
In the comics, she's not a very good person. I mean, she's a hero, but she's kind of an asshole. So
I want.
So is Tony Stark though.
Yeah, but Tony Stark is likable.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's still likable. But I would love to see an actual scene of Jean Grey taking Captain Marvel's powers. Oh, not Jean Grey. Rogue. It's Rogue.
Rogue. Rogue takes
Captain Marvel's powers in one of the issues of the comics. That's how she's able to fly. That's how she's able to do all this stuff. I want that.
Wait, are we talking about
definitely
what if
want it.
episodes? Are we
I'm just talking about in general. I'm talking about in general. What if?
Oh, in general? Oh,
in general.
that you changed the game. That's different.
I want that.
If you add an X-Men,
if you add X-Men,
I think when even though it's not gonna happen for probably like 10 years, give or take,
Yeah.
or who knows, with fucking Feige it'll be 5.
Yeah.
I think that whenever they do a season 2 or 3, because I think this would happen with 3 of What If, I generally think those episodes are gonna be exciting as shit because we're gonna get X-Men characters.
Those other franchises.
And it's going to. Do you know the amount of shit we could get a Spider-Man and Wolverine episode, bro?
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. Or Deadpool.
Deadpool,
You know, whatever's going on with that. You know,
Right.
we could get that, and you know, it's just crazy to think about that.
we
But
could get a comic book accurate Civil War.
Yes.
we could get
We
that.
definitely could. We definitely could. Yeah. That I'll see how they could change. Like, what if superheroes still had their secret identities? Like, what if they still had their secret identities? Because that's the difference between MCU
And then that
and
that
comics.
would lead to Civil. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Did you guys like Captain Marvel and Endgame at all?
No, but she wasn't in it that much.
She wasn't there. She just
No,
built
but
up
I
the
mean,
ship.
with what she did in Endgame, did you guys like her?
Yeah. I mean, I love the line she said to Peter, like, "Hey, Peter Parker, you got something for me?" I like that. That was cool. But I mean, she didn't really do anything, even though like she was at to the point of getting the gauntlet off. She got her ass dogged by Thanos. She got pile drive by Thanos. So I hope they redeem her in the second Captain Marvel movie. That's what I really want.
Yeah, but this is the thing though with that movie with the Marvels. First of all, I'm way more excited for it now because of Candyman. Thank you, Nia DaCosta. You did a great job. I feel like they're not gonna do that, and it's not because they don't want to. It's because we'd probably have Miss Marvel by that point. I'm assuming with the show, and we have Monica now. You still need to establish these characters. And apparently now Monica's getting a fucking show. Why? I don't know. But
I hope not. I hope that's not true.
I hope not.
I know it was released, but I hope they don't continue with that because if
don't get me
already,
wrong,
she
I
was
love
already in
Monica Rambeau.
WandaVision. She was in WandaVision. Now she's going to be in the Marvels. We don't need more Monica Rambeau. We don't.
Yeah, I love Monica Rambeau, but she does not need her own show at all.
Know what? I guess
Agreed.
we'll talk about this. I guess we'll talk about this now. Marvel is heading towards a seriously dangerous territory of making people, oversaturation.
Yeah.
All 4 of us here, we love Marvel. We are there opening weekends for these movies.
For sure.
We buy the tickets as soon as they go on sale. I'm waiting for Eternals. I'm buying
In the
them.
early days, we was there at midnight.
Exactly.
Midnight
Thursday night.
We live and breathe this shit, and we don't say things if we didn't care. They need to be fucking careful.
Yeah,
they really do.
They on thin ice right now.
But the thing I think what helps is that they need to just give us time. Don't release so many. Like this year was different because we didn't get no Marvel stuff last year, so it's understandable that why they're releasing so much content this year because this is what the filler was we were supposed to get last year because of COVID.
Right.
So, but like I just spread things out. Like it's only
supposed to be like. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that.
It's terrible because it's terrible because, like I said, we don't have like the multiple studios like Fox. Fox don't have they own everything now, so they have to pick and choose what they have to do, and then we're gonna be getting like 5 or 6 movies in a year. It's like, damn, do we really want 5 or 6 Marvel movies in 1 year?
And
I don't think so.
You have to think about this too. You have to. It's what AJ just said. We had in 2023 as of this moment. Now, John said they might push these back, so.
That's what I'm saying. They might be pushed.
As of this moment, there are 5 MCU movies in
come out next year, right?
Yes, and no, 2023.
That's
okay,
just
right,
MCU. That doesn't include the other DC stuff. It'll be like 8 superhero movies coming out in the same year.
But think about this too. You have the 5 MCU movies on top of 2 or 3 MCU shows that are 6 weeks long.
Right.
But we're gonna fucking go to sleep thinking about Marvel and waking up thinking about Marvel. On paper, it sounds good, but sometimes you have to just
Take a break.
Chill.
I think people are kind of getting overwhelmed this year too with
with
all the shows and movies. Like we got 3 shows and we got all these movies, and
because they trying to make up for they trying to make up
That's what I'm
for
saying.
Even-
last
but
year.
even
It's
still-
all about money. It's all
Even
about money.
still,
They're trying to get
yeah.
as many
And-
subscriptions as they can,
True.
and I get it, but don't oversaturate
And
your market.
it's killing
Yeah.
me too, bro. I feel like I just saw Shang-Chi, and now granted, I'm more excited for Eternals, but I'm buying tickets for Eternals, and then 3 weeks later, more than likely,
Spider-Man.
I'm buying tickets for
Spider-Man, No Way
Spider-Man,
Home.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we got Hawkeye in there. You know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Like this year, Alex said it. I feel it. When Black Widow was coming out and Loki was coming out, I think we had the Loki finale and Black Widow in the same week.
Same week.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yep.
just like, bro. And then when Hawkeye drops, oh no, not Hawkeye, Mando. Boba Fett. When Boba Fett starts, that's the same day that Hawkeye ends.
Yeah.
And now
No-
Star
no
Wars
break.
is coming back because they're doing the same shit they're doing now with Marvel. They're doing it with Star Wars too.
Yep.
Mhm.
And some people were already feeling that fatigue with the Star Wars movies because we were getting them every year since 2015.
Yep.
And now
Yeah, but
they're
it was
doing
one. It was one a year though. It wasn't like Marvel where you getting 3 movies a year.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah, but
right.
this
And they alternated. They did main entry, solo film, main entry, solo film.
the Star Wars films are different though, because like I said, back in the day, they were released every 3 years. It wasn't every year, so to them that was a lot because we weren't like we were used to waiting 2 or 3 years to get a Star Wars movie. I still remember when Attack of the Clones came out. I'm like, shit, now I know I gotta wait like 3 or 4 years till Revenge of the Sith came out. It came out 2002, and then Revenge of the Sith came out on 2005. So when you're releasing so much content for a fan base, they're not used to it. They're gonna think it's oversaturated.
They just they really need to take a step back. I love Feige, I really do, and I love Marvel. I this isn't me saying, oh, I'm done with the MCU, fuck that shit, because we're getting good content. Because Shang-Chi was great.
See, that's the thing. That's the
You
thing.
just
though.
don't want to feel tired of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's crazy that like we are the small group. If the mass public is loving this, then they're gonna keep doing it.
Oh,
Like because the masses are the loudest. We are the little people in the room. We are the little corner in the room.
That is why Venom 2 is dominating the box office right now.
Exactly.
That movie is trash.
Yeah. Somebody said it in the chat. Like why we're not talking about Venom 2. Like, one, I didn't see it. For one, I didn't see it.
We don't need to talk about it.
Why we need to talk about Venom 2?
Latuda Moore said it. He said it's trash. Exactly. So that's why we're not going to talk about it.
Y'all know when I call something trash, you know it's trash. Because I try
He
not
doesn't even say that.
Yeah, I try not to call movies trash. Venom 2 is trash.
Since I know it and Alex knows it and AJ and John saw it, do you guys want to touch on the post-credit scene, being that it technically matters?
Yeah, we can talk about
Yeah,
it.
we
Fuck
can
it.
talk
It's
about
been
it.
out for a week
talk
already,
about
right?
Spoilers,
Let's
though,
talk
because
about
I
it.
know people still have
Yeah.
not seen it. So
Spoiler
spoilers.
alert.
Venom.
Spoiler alert for Venom Let There Be Carnage post-credit
And
scene. You
take
got
it
5
serious.
seconds to get out of here.
And take it
5,
serious.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Venom is in the MCU. So this is kind of big. Well, not kind of. It is big because now it means that No Way Home is wrapping everything into
In
one
a circle. Yeah.
And on the one hand, it's cool. On the other hand, it's concerning.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get the Venom we want. We're not gonna get the Venom we want versus Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's gonna feel like a missed opportunity because they teased that
it's gonna be strange, bro, because we're not gonna get the symbiote. We're not gonna get the actual black suit Spider-Man story. We're not going to get that rivalry between these two characters because they're not gonna fight. And I feel like this Venom does not fit.
It's gonna be.
It does not.
If they do
very
fight,
brief.
it's gonna be brief. It's gonna be like that Thor and Iron Man fight in the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said that I think it was John I was talking to. If they're going to fight, make it like the Hulk versus Thor fight in Ragnarok. Make it
you telling me about that too. Yeah.
Make it like a 5 minute, 8 minute death match where they're beating the shit out of each other.
I would love that.
I
would love to see that.
But we also don't know where, and I don't think anyone gives a shit about this, but we don't know where Morbius is going. We don't know where, how that. We know it's in the MCU because Michael Keaton showed up.
Michael Keaton shows up, yeah.
But that was kind of the hand right there. That was an MCU.
Let's be honest, that's the post-credit scene.
And then they got mad at Tyrese for saying it was in the MCU. I'm like, y'all clearly showed it was in the MCU. How y'all gonna get mad at him?
Yeah, y'all said it. Y'all said it because Michael Keaton shows up. He's only been in the Spider-Man movies. That's in the MCU.
The thing I find interesting,
he's a top 3 MCU villain.
Oh yeah, no question.
Put that out there. Top 3.
The thing that I find interesting though is that now that we know that basically, Morbius is in the MCU. If he's not, I'd be shocked. But the thing that is interesting now is that everyone was making a big deal when they released that first look photo of Jared Leto, and he had the picture of the Raimi Spider-Man with murderer written on it. We still don't know what that means. But
that was I thought that was Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man. Because he had the big eyes.
No, you guys know where that you guys know where that picture is from.
The game.
What?
That's from the fucking PS4 game. That's a screenshot
It's
from the game.
Yeah,
I was telling people, I'm like, bro, that's the Raimi suit from the game.
It's a Raimi suit.
Wow.
But it kind of confirms.
Maybe that's in the multiverse.
I mean,
bro, if Yuri Lowenthal shows up in the MCU, my head is going to explode.
Oh my goodness!
Bro, if he's showing up, bro, give me Spider-Ham, bro, and give me the
Penny Parker.
See, but the crazy thing with all this going on, it opens up that door. I mean, what if opened up that door? It did.
Yeah.
I mean, open the door with going through the multiverse. This nigga Ultron was able to burst through the multiverse and literally see all the multiverses. Obviously, he has the power to the Infinity Stones, but like, it opens up all the doors now. That's the one thing I'm very excited for this phase because we've never seen this before.
Give me Nick Cage. Give me Nick Cage as Noir Spider-Man, bro.
I would love that. I would love that. I would love that.
I would love it, bro.
You know what I was thinking when I was watching that episode of What If is when he was like punching the Watcher through the different multiverses. It could have been like different scenes of like different movies, like the X-Men.
That would have been like awesome.
I would have been
crazy.
I
even if it wasn't like characters showing up, like maybe he punched him and then the Xavier mansion was in the background. Yeah, that would have been dope, bro.
Just thinking about it gets me hyped, bro.
We go through the multiverse and we see the Baxter building or something like that. That'd have been
right.
It's gonna be special, bro. When we finally get to see Wolverine interacting with someone from the MCU right now, it's gonna be just like
imagine
Wolverine and Thor.
Imagine Thor, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Human Torch all in the same scene. Like that, we can't even think about it right now, like because they all been separate for so long.
Right.
Yeah,
it's gonna be bananas, bro.
That's like saying Batman and Iron Man.
That's
how it feels.
DC versus the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Justice League versus
now
the Avengers.
that would be amazing. But
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking that they're going to set up one of the Avenger movies. It's going to be X-Men versus the Avengers. That's definitely coming.
I don't see that as a movie.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be a Civil War situation where they're not.
I would love that.
It's not gonna be. It's not
gonna
be
the battle is the third act is gonna happen early because Civil War has 4 acts.
Right.
So the third act is gonna happen maybe about 40 minutes before the movie actually ends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're on the next. Well, obviously, we've already been rambling, but this is obviously the section where we do that, the physical media live Q&A. So if you guys are still in the chat, we got like 5 people. If you guys want to ask us anything, go ahead and ask us anything. This is also the physical media section where we talk about what we picked up, what we're excited about, and stuff like that as well. Like I said, so if you guys are in the chat, you guys could ask all 4 of us anything you guys want. We'll answer anything. I don't know. You guys are up to that, but have you guys picked up anything new? I'm gonna show my things last because I did pick up some stuff, but you guys picked up anything?
I haven't picked up anything new. I'm saving my bread.
Hey, you waiting for Black Friday, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Free Guy tomorrow. But
Oh yeah. I got
but
to
other
hunt.
than
Oh,
that,
that's
You
not
getting
coming
the
out
Steelbook?
tomorrow. That comes
On
out
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
I'm thinking it's
That's what-
Monday. Yeah,
that's-
Tuesday.
Yeah.
We knew what you meant, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ, I know you picked it. We talked about. I know you picked up some stuff.
Yeah,
You probably don't want to go grab it. Probably don't want to go grab it. But
yeah, I picked up the Harry Potter 4Ks. It was $64 this past week.
Well, you got all of them.
Yeah,
You got the
it was
full
64.
collection
It was a
for
collection.
65, bro.
It was like $64.99. I picked it
And
up.
guess what? The price went
The
back up to
The next day it was
123.
$193.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My
And he almost
enthusiasm
bought
I
got
almost didn't buy it. I put it back. Like I had it in my hands, and then I put it back on the shelf.
I was the devil.
I was talking to Alex while
I
I
was
was
the
in
devil.
the store.
I was the
He
devil
was like,
on the
"Bro,
shoulder.
you
Like,
gotta
buy
get
it.
You
Buy
gotta
it.
get it, bro. Buy it."
You was Kermit in the black.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Kermit in the
Yeah.
black cloak.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
Do it. Join the dark side.
Yes. Buy more physical media. Buy it. But yeah, Tyler, what you got to show us?
So I don't have all of them because I'm not crazy like someone else here. But I bought these because I love one of these movies and I needed another one to complete the set. So as you guys know, even though it was a clusterfuck of a mess, the Halloween 4K Screen Factories came out.
He has the two that I need. Well, he got two of them that I need. That's what's so fucked up.
Yeah, I feel bad for Alex because he ordered them all at the same time and they're coming at a messy time.
Yeah,
That's so ridiculous.
This was so hard to get to because it didn't ship and it had come out and then I had to cancel it and go get it. This just came yesterday. So let me show off the Halloween 2. So this is the front and then this is as you guys know, Screen Factory has reversible covers. I love this. Halloween 2 is a very underrated sequel in my opinion. I love it. And it's better than 2018. Don't at me.
Yeah.
And
real quick, I had a real quick question about the first one. Is that you had the reversible cover on it?
Yeah.
What was the original? Was it just the slip, the same as the slip? Okay, that's all I need to know.
And this is the one for Halloween 3.
Gotcha.
I love the cover on this. It's probably the best of the Screen
That's
Factory.
That's the best cover.
And
in my
this
opinion.
is the reversible cover,
Yeah.
which looks pretty good. I have not seen Halloween 3 in forever, but I will say if you guys want to get these, they are fantastic looking 4Ks. 3 looks phenomenal. Alex says 4 looks great, but 3 especially looks incredible. 2 looks very good, but if you bought these, if you're Halloween fans, buy them. You will not regret it.
I mean, if you can find it now.
Oh, yeah, you can find it.
They're all sold out now.
So I guess I just checked Best Buy and they're gone. They're sold out.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah.
On Amazon, I think some of them are available. I don't know because I haven't checked because I already bought them. So I don't even.
I checked Amazon too. I checked Amazon too. Yeah, they're
out of stock. Yeah. So
they might I feel like Amazon will restock before Best Buy does.
Oh yeah, I think you're right about that. So I picked up some stuff. I'm gonna show you guys the newest stuff that I picked up that I didn't show in video because I was talking to you guys when I bought them. So I'm gonna show this one last because this is a nice one. But I picked up Jackie Brown.
Oh wow!
I found it for like $6.
Nice.
Found it for like $6 at half price bookshop. I bought all these at half price books. So I finally found Unbreakable on Blu-ray for $6 at half price books. I wasn't gonna buy the 4K because I'm not a huge fan of the movie and I didn't want to pay over $25 for it. But I did need it in my collection because I have the other 2 on Blu-ray. And then I picked up Kiss Kiss Bang Bang because I do not own it in my collection. And it was the same price. It was only $6 at half price books. And the last thing I bought at half price books that Tyler was telling me I need to go get was this awesome Men in Black trilogy set. It's like this nice bars. It's a hard box, and it's dope, man. I after looking at it, you see it in my video. I look at it and I put it back, and I watched my video again. I'm such an idiot. Why did I not just buy that? I'm gonna show this off because the artwork on here. I don't know if these are the original posters, but they are dope. So this is the third one, the second one, and the first one. I think this is my favorite. The first one is the best one.
That's
agreed. I just checked on Amazon, and Halloween 1, 4, and 3 are in stock, but 2 and 5 aren't yet.
Yes,
they're not back in stock yet.
Yeah, I think 2 and 5 were like that too at Best Buy, but then now all of them are out of stock.
Yeah,
and then also I picked up this beauty, which Tyler's making fun of me because I said on this live stream or like whatever live stream was on, that I wasn't gonna pick it up, but
yeah,
I ended up picking it up because this slip though is fucking awesome, bro. Like this is so
slip is great.
Fucking dope, man. Like I'm sorry. So yeah, this is the back, this is the front, and the inside artwork is his business card. You guys can see that.
Oh, that's dope. I like that.
And also, since we're talking about, I am giving this code away. I'm giving the code away to American Psycho. So I'm giving that code away. I'll tell you guys how to win it a little bit later. So yeah, and obviously you guys know I did reviews on both of these. I did get my Halloween 4 and the first one in the mail. These came together. 2 says it's not coming until October 27th. But it say I got it. It says not arriving at that date. So I guess I do have my copy. And 3 and 5 are literally on its way. Like the last time I checked, it's in Columbus, Ohio. So I should be getting that within the next couple of days. I forgot tomorrow is Columbus Day, so there will be no mail tomorrow. So I have to either wait Tuesday or Wednesday. So, but yeah, this 4K right here surprised the hell out of me. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I was blown away after watching it. I watched it again. Like I popped it on just to see if I was really like losing my mind or something. No, they cleaned this disc up very well. It's definitely better than the Blu-ray that I have on the 10 disc set. And the first one is still my favorite out of all of them, and it's a massive improvement over the original 4K release. And someone else asked me in that video, is the steelbook they released, like the new one with the slip with the leaves, is that the same disc? Yes, it's the same disc from the slipcover release. They did not change the disc for that because it's Lionsgate. But this one is a massive improvement. If you guys love Halloween, you guys want to watch it on the best way, but pick this up. And also, if you don't have a 4K player, the Blu-ray disc has the 4K scan on it too. So you're getting the best quality on the 4K disc as well. And the audio mix is amazing. It sounds really good. I don't think, even if you don't have a sound system, it still sounds great.
Also, I wanted to touch on this, and Alex can touch on this first one. If you guys are really big fans of Halloween, I suggest getting 1 and 2 of these because they both come with the TV versions of these. And I've never seen the TV versions, but I know they do add extra scenes. And if you guys want to see every version of the ones you love, like 1 or 2, then I'll pick this up. I probably will check out the TV version. The thing that's turning me off is that it's a DVD, not a Blu-ray.
Yep.
But you know, I think that's the coolest thing about these sets is that they come with the TV versions. That's really cool.
Number 1 is the Blu-ray, bro. It's a Blu-ray version. It's the Blu-ray for this one, for the TV set. Yeah, it's a Blu-ray for the first one. And yeah, I mean, only the first 2 are 3 disc sets. The other 2 are 2 disc sets. It's so weird that 5 is the one that's like gone because most people consider that the worst one.
That's so
I think
weird.
I was talking to Benji. Benji was like, I will not get 5 because it's the worst one. I'm like, well, you probably can't get it anyway because it's sold out.
It's sold out,
You can't get it anyway. It's so weird because that's the one that's like no one likes. I already got my thumbnails already prepped for those reviews. I will be reviewing 3 and 5 when I get it in the mail. And I hate that I had to review the 4K the way I did because I'm doing them out of order now because I don't have them all together. So I pre-ordered these ones first. I pre-ordered 1, 4, and 2 together. Obviously, 2 is fucked up. And I pre-ordered 3 and 5 together. So I didn't pre-order all of them at the same time. I did like one set 1 week, and then I waited like a couple weeks when I had the money, and I just pre-ordered the others 2.
Did you? You got them on Amazon, right?
Yeah, I did it on Amazon because I was thinking, I didn't think the release was gonna be like this. I did not guess that the release was gonna be like this. But I should have known when they pushed the release back. Once I knew they pushed the release back, I said something's gonna happen. I had a feeling, like I had that itch in the back of my neck, like this might be a fucked up release. this might be a Zack Snyder's Justice League steelbook scenario where we might not get it on time. And so happened we didn't get it on time. People are just now getting their Screen Factory with the vinyls. I seen the post you put on the chat, and those look incredible with those boxes. That shit looks fucking awesome. I would love to have those, but that would look not great on the shelf. That's the one thing I thought about saying. I would not want to put that on the shelf.
You got to get them on the shelf somehow.
Yeah, I kind of like these ones, even though these it's going to take up space because of the slip boxes. That's the one thing I said in my video. If you guys want to check out my review for these, shout out to for watching it. Hit over 1K. Thank you guys for checking that out. Yeah, check. I love that it's a hard box. I think for these type of releases that release it like this. Yeah, release it like this because these are very special releases, especially for Screen Factory.
The only thing that's a bummer for me is that they're thick as hell. But I would prefer Screen Factory's future releases all look like this because I am a fan of the hard box.
I don't think for every release though. I think for the special like Halloween is a special franchise. It's a very big franchise, so I think for this it makes sense to do it. Maybe for like a Nightmare or like a Friday 13th. I see them if they ever do 4K releases for those franchises. I see them doing it for those. But no, I don't need nothing like. I don't need Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 in this fucking hard box if they ever release that again. I don't need
That'd be cool though.
It would be cool.
I think it's just kind of cool.
It's not needed, but yeah, it is cool.
It's just cool that we have these now because me and Alex, we've been like fucking kids at Christmas waiting for these things.
You should see the chat. Y'all should see the chat.
They post pictures of shipping every day.
You heard anything about the Halloween 4Ks yet?
It's crazy. The first person I thought about Tony from Basement Blues because he always posts up everything he gets. I'm like, I know he ordered the Screen Factory release from Shout. I'm like, I had to hit him like, did you get confirmation from Shout? Because they usually get theirs a week before or at least a day before. And I haven't seen nothing online about the vinyl stuff. I'm like, something happened to Shout too. And I hit him up and I said, did you get confirmation? Like, nope, I didn't get it. I haven't got any email. I'm like, wow. So this is it's not just Amazon or Best Buy. It's Shout Factory.
It's the whole thing. Yeah,
it's the company. So that's when I took a step back. I'm like, oh yeah, everyone's being fucked up release. I was literally at work, so I can see that my package is out for delivery. And the day it came, I got off work early. And always when I get packages delivered to my job, I'm never there. I always get it delivered when I'm not there. I have to wait the next day to get it, and I do not feel like going back to work to pick up the package. So it was almost time for me to get off. I'm like, where the fuck is my package? Like the UPS guy, where the fuck are you? And this nigga gonna show up at 4:50. I get off at 5:00. I'm sitting there like, oh, thank God, because I did not want to have to get a call saying, you guess what, your package is here, and I'm already at home.
Yep. I had to get it the next day.
I was so ready to. No, the problem was I was so ready to watch it and review it because I wanted to see what the transfer was. That's the first thing I did when I came home. That's the first thing I did. Like, let me grab this other 4K. Let me grab this one because I want to see the difference. What is the difference? Like I said, if you guys want to see more of my thoughts, go ahead and check out the video. I'll probably leave a card if I ever remember to do it, but I probably won't. But just go ahead and go check that video out. Because like I said, I give my thoughts on those releases, but that's what I picked up. Obviously, we got Free Guy coming out this week. What else is coming out? You guys know what else a big release that's coming out next week besides Free Guy?
I think it's just Free Guy for Tuesday.
I know last week everything came out.
I think there's one more coming out, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm excited for that Scream
4K. We got Inglourious Bastards. I'm on Blu-ray.com. We got Inglourious Bastards 4K. We got Misery on 4K. We got the Columbia's Classic Volume 2 4K coming out. That's obviously the set with all the movies coming for 4K. I'm upset they got the Social Network on there. I want that like by itself. I don't want to have to buy a fucking collection to get it on 4K, but it is what it is. Legend is coming out. You guys ever heard of that? Legend? It got Tom Cruise in it. It's like some type of like fucking.
It's with Tom Cruise and Tim Curry, I think.
Yeah. That you've seen the devil the way he's made. You've seen him in a lot of things. He shows up in which commercial was it? It was the Match.com, I think, or something like that.
The Green Knight. That's the other one that's coming out on Tuesday. Green Knight.
I've seen people with that. Was that
they got it early? They got it. If you got it from Best Buy and you order it delivered, most likely you got it early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it is then.
We got what is Deadly Friend? You guys have heard that?
Nah.
It's some from Shout Factory. They obviously Inglourious Bastards getting it 4K, Steelbook, Free Guy, Green Knight, Both of those are getting 4Ks. We got the 8 film collection from Friday 13th. The Steelbook is coming out as well.
That's a nice Steelbook.
Someone asked me, "Am I getting?" I'm like, "No, I bought too many versions of Friday 13th. I do not need another one."
Right.
If I didn't have my 8 film collection, I'd probably buy it.
Wait, is it 4K? It's 4K, right?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not.
Oh,
It's
then no.
it's just a regular Blu-ray. That
Steelbook.
which was a missed opportunity. It felt like this should have been the 4K release.
Exactly.
For 2 reasons, though. Also, one, I don't think this Steelbook has the Scream Factory discs that have the new versions of them.
No, I think the first one is because they re-released the first one again, but it's a remastered version. It's basically the Scream Factory version for the first film. And I don't think the other films are newer remastered.
And I really hate that they were releasing those Steelbooks one by one, and now we're not getting that anymore.
Yep.
And it sucks because I bought the first 2, and I was looking forward to getting 3D by itself, and also Jason Lives.
Yeah, me too.
And it really it's kind of disappointing that, like, how cool would it have been to have the first 8 on Steelbook? Like, that would have been
dope.
And granted, this new Steelbook looks great. It's a nice looking Steelbook, and you get a lot in that Steelbook. But it's just like they got lazy.
Yeah, I just don't think they wanted to put the effort in. Yeah, right. They've been lazy. They didn't want to put the effort in doing 8 Steelbooks because they would have to release it each year. I kind of wish they would have just did the thing, release or release like a one set and then do another set another year and do like the MCU did with the new Steelbooks they're releasing. They didn't just wait each year to release one. They released 4 different ones in one year.
Right? They could have done it like that.
Yeah, because it's only especially if it's Paramount, they only got 8 movies. Release the first 4, then release another 4, or do 2, 2, 2. Or do 2, 2, 2, 2. You release do it in a set. But they're doing one Steelbook, and it's gonna be the condensed Steelbook. I think they're probably gonna stack them and put the trays or whatever, which is not gonna be good packaging. So I'm looking on I'm on Best Buy, and why they got the Halloween 4Ks with the collector's editions for the 15th of October on Blu-ray.com. On the app, at least they got it on the 15th. No, the 12th. No, on the 15th. Yeah, they got it coming out on Friday. So Shop Factory, like, we got to update the Blu-ray.com. Let's say they're coming out on the 15th. Then we got Tyler's favorite movie coming out the next following week on 4K, and it's getting a Steelbook. I hope the Steelbook is in stores, because if I see it, I'm gonna buy it. Silence of the Lambs getting a 4K, which I'm probably not gonna get it.
Nope.
Me either.
Nah.
Not gonna get it. It's Kino doing.
It's not a bad movie. It's just
you don't need to have that on 4K.
It's the studio. It's the studio that's doing it. Has Kino had most of the movies I bought from Kino? I'm not impressed with their transfers. So I only got 2 movies.
Misery too.
Are y'all picking up? That's what I was gonna ask. Are y'all picking up Misery?
No.
Nah.
It's the same thing as Silence of the Lambs. It's Milk.
Yeah, it's Kino. It's not Milk Creek.
Kino, not Milk Creek.
Yeah, it's Kino Lorber that's doing it. But like I said, I've never bought their movies because I wanted to see what their transfer looked like on Blu-ray. I just bought it because the movies that didn't get Blu-rays, they're releasing them. Like, I think they released The Good Son, which does have Blu-ray. They released it, and they released The Hard Way with Michael J. Fox and James Wood. And
I got the Kino release of The Sixth Man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wanted to get Misery because I don't own it, but when I saw what studio was doing it, I was like,
Is this the first time the studio is attacking 4K? Am I right? They haven't done any 4K releases, I don't think.
They did Mad Max.
They did do Mad Max, the first one, so they have the rights. That's why they are not releasing it with the set.
And it was insanely overpriced. I remember when I went to go see it, it was like $32, and it was a regular slip.
Yeah. Then we got Snake Eyes coming out that same week, which nobody probably will buy besides Tony from Basement Blues, unless the people get it free from whoever has ties in the studio to get free releases. I don't think anyone's gonna buy Snake Eyes, because I'm definitely not gonna buy it. Even on Blu-ray, I'm not gonna buy it.
Nope.
I'm buying it only because I have the other 2 on 4K.
Nah, I'm all right. I have the other 2 on Blu-ray. I'm not gonna buy Snake Eyes.
Hell no.
You got to spend $35 on it.
I wouldn't buy the Steelbook for 2 reasons. 1, the movie's not worth it, and 2, I don't have the other 2 on Steelbook.
Right. You say you taking the page out of my book. Don't buy out of releases.
Yeah.
Just keep the same formats.
Mm-hmm.
We got Injustice coming out that same. Oh, the 19th is going to be a
19th. That's
stack.
19.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
19th
stacked.
is
It's
stacked.
stacked.
I'm looking at this release calendar. I'm like, what the? Hold on. We
Yeah,
got
it's stacked.
Injustice. We got Old, even though I'm not getting old anyway. We know Luke is getting old.
Fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
he liked that movie.
The
Yeah, we
Steelbook
got
is
Injustice, Old, Snake Eyes. We got the first season of Superman versus Lois coming out that day.
Superman
DVD
versus
only.
Lois.
That's DVD only.
Superman
No, it's
versus Lois. She
No, it's not.
That's
who fought Lois?
Is it?
No, it's not.
It's Blu-ray.
It's coming out the Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. I thought I
Yes.
only saw the DVD.
Alex,
No,
Superman versus
I'm looking at it
Lois.
right
They still do
now.
DVD
I
only?
mean, and Lois, my
Yeah, I
bad.
think The Stand just came out only on DVD.
Yeah, that just came out on DVD. Like I said, Carlito's Way, Scream, Signs of the Lambs. Like, god damn, that's a stacked day.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pick up that Scream 4K.
But
Yeah,
that's not this week. That's the week after.
Yeah, that's
The
19.
Prodigy?
The 19.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That
Mhm.
week. Yeah, that week is gonna be stacked.
Wow.
Like, god damn.
I'm thinking about Injustice, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I
getting
would
Injustice.
I'm renting it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I want to get it, but
Someone I follow said it was
I'm a little afraid for it because that animation is not doing it for me.
Talking about for Injustice.
someone I
Yeah.
follow said it was terrible, but
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's not doing it for me.
But that's why I'm gonna just get the Blu-ray because I know the Blu-ray is gonna be like $20. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna get the 4K. I'm not gonna get the Steelbook. The Steelbook is only gonna be in 4K. It's only gonna be in 4K.
Yeah, it looks nice
Alright,
though. I like the design.
I know I've been neglecting the chat. Let me go into the chat real quick. We got Latuda Moore says Free Guy Steelbook is really good. I'm going to pick it up Tuesday. We know Luke is ready for Free Guy. That's his number one pickup for Tuesday. I don't. He said the Green Knight comes out Tuesday. Yeah, we know. We talked about that. He said Deadly Friend is a movie from Wes Craven. We may have to do some more research on that because it is coming out next week, but it probably won't be in stores. That probably might be online only. Latuda Moore says Free Guy, Green Knight, Glorious Bastards, and Misery is coming out. Yeah, I guess those are the top releases. Luke says he has the Kino release of Scavenger Hunt. I've never heard of that. They did do Spaceballs and the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, right? So that's their first 4Ks with those two movies. Was Spaceballs and The Good and the Bad Ugly, which two movies I passed up on because I bought both of them on Blu-ray for $5 a piece, and I was not gonna upgrade those to 4K because they wanted like $30 for them for no reason. Latumor says he has Decides of the Lambs on Criterion, so he'll wait till someone more reputable does the 4K transfer. Which studio owns that though? It would most likely be Criterion would release it, right? Criterion would probably be the one to release that 4K.
Yeah, now that they're doing 4Ks.
Yeah, now they're re-releasing their 4Ks. I mean, now they're doing 4Ks. I thought about
Was Minutes to Society on for Criterion beforehand?
No, this is the first time.
It's the first, yeah.
Yeah.
But Citizen Kane had already been on Criterion, right?
Yeah. I think Citizen Kane has already. I think they had it. It was a different release though. It wasn't Blu-ray. I think it was like Laserdisc or something like that.
Silence of the Lambs isn't owned by a big studio. That's why it doesn't have a popular release.
Right.
Because the studio that released it was Orion.
Yeah, because I think the Blu-ray I have, I think MGM is on the distributor for that one, if I'm not mistaken. Where's Silence of the Lambs? Where are you? S. I hate that I have so many movies. Yeah,
no, you don't.
Yeah, you're right. That's a lie. I love that album ABC order, so I know exactly where I'm going. Yeah, MGM for my Blu-ray did the distributing for that one. So who knows? My guess it will be Criterion would re-release that. I think if these 4Ks are successful, that means they're going back to do.
So then that Universal would be able to release it, right? Because MGM partnered with Universal for No Time to Die.
I thought that was Amazon.
Well, I don't know.
Well, Amazon bought MGM.
Yeah.
But you're talking about just physical releases. I don't know who owns the physical releases. I guess it would be Universal. I don't know.
Orion is currently an MGM company,
Right.
but
Right.
when Silence of the Lambs came out, I think it was WB.
Okay, that makes sense then.
That it was. MGM didn't get Orion until 1997.
Okay, so yeah, so now they will have the distributing rights for physical then if they did release it again. Yeah, so it's somehow we getting later in that month, we're getting it from Dusk Till Dawn, 4K, but it has no cover art besides the original poster. So my guess that release isn't happening. Because I don't see any new artwork for that release. It's been staying the same way the whole time. So yeah. Don't Breathe 2 comes out. No one's gonna get that either. I think the last month, the only thing I'm getting is Suicide Squad. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting Don't Breathe too.
John, I wanted to
I'll
win.
wait for it.
I saw you gave
No,
it a
sir.
3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. What did you think of Don't Breathe? The second one.
You talking about what I thought of the first one?
Second one too.
Oh, the second one. It was cool. It was all right.
I disagree.
I mean, no, it wasn't. It wasn't
No,
bad.
I hated it, bro.
Oh yeah,
It was terrible. It was terrible.
It was trash. How many trash?
was
How
terrible.
many trash
It was-
cans did you give it?
I mean,
I
trash
gave it
cans.
maybe 2. I gave it maybe 2 trash cans.
Two
Maybe
trash
2.
cans?
Yeah, maybe 2.
I wouldn't give it a trash can. It was doing too much for me when it got to the daughter, and I'm like, man, I'm over it, man. But it was all right. It was a movie. It was like
It was a
just
movie.
below. It was just below average for me.
I had no interest in it, and walking into it, that was my expectations. I was like, okay, let's see.
As Benji would say, it was a soft bad.
I don't want to say it was a soft bag because I had fun with it for what it was. I think I gave it a low 7 first time I saw it.
I mean, you can have fun with it. That don't mean it's good though.
Hey,
that low 7 was
Hey,
like
fact.
I went into it with no expectation. I sat there and we've been talking about that. I had the giddy laugh whenever Stephen Lang killed somebody. Like it's hard not to see Rambo Light killing people. Like it's just how it is, you know. And sitting there, the third act was a lot of fun, and then I had fun with it. You know, I'll probably never watch it again. I'm probably not gonna buy it, but I do think it was unnecessary though. I thought it was unnecessary going in, and after I saw the trailer, I was like, why? And you know they did the same thing they're doing with the Resident Evil movies. So maybe Sony just doesn't know how to fucking market their movies because the Resident Evil trailer just came out and the movie comes out in a month. I'm terrified for that movie. I think it's not going to be good, but that's another discussion for another time. I just, I don't think it was necessary, and I don't know why it happened. The first one is still God tier for me. I love that movie, so you know.
Yeah, I skipped that on. I skipped. Y'all still talking about Don't Breathe 2, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I skipped that on because I just didn't like the premise. Like you guys made this guy scary in the first movie. Now he's like a vigilante hero or something like that in this one. Like he's protecting this little girl. Nah, I'm good. You disregard everything that happens in the first movie.
I'm jealous that you skipped it, bro.
Hey, Jay,
I wish I would have.
There was worse this year, bro. Old was worse.
It was on par with Old to me.
Actually, just Old. Old was the only movie I really hated in the theater.
Snake Eyes. I mean, I don't know.
Snake Eyes was decent to me.
Old, yeah, it was. It was definitely. I've enjoyed Snake Eyes more.
I was more.
I feel like Old.
Hating myself.
I feel like Old and Don't Breathe 2 were on par with one another.
Now you guys already got your list prepared. What you guys gonna pick up for Black Friday?
No, because I haven't seen it.
I'm still.
No, I got it. I got to see what's gonna be on there.
I have things on my mind like the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Those are the two big ones.
You're talking about like the 4K sets, right?
Wait, you looking to get the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, because you guys won't shut the hell up.
I didn't know that, man. I'm excited for you, bro.
I'm envious because you've never seen them before.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I mean, if you said
Why do you
John,
not
You're not
care
alone,
about-
Tyler. You're not alone,
I
Tyler.
haven't seen them either, so you're not the only one.
I
I've been
fall
trying-
asleep
John,
on
you
the
haven't
first
seen
one
it?
every
I've
single
been
time.
trying to get John to watch Lord of the Rings since we became friends, bro.
Snooze.
I've
fest.
known this guy.
I
for
fall
over
asleep
10
every
years.
time.
It's been about 10 years since I've known
What?
John, and he
But
still
this is-
can't
this-
get into it.
That's
this is
crazy,
the thing
man.
though. This is the thing though that I
That
don't-
first movie ain't that first movie ain't slow.
The
It's not
first
slow?
movie is amazing. The first movie
It's
is
great.
amazing.
It's great, man.
It's
All right.
so great.
You just got to
I'm
get through it,
surprised
man.
you of all people are saying the first one is amazing. And
The
it's-
first one, I love the first one. The first one is my favorite one, even though the Return of the King is probably the better made. Not probably, it is the better made film.
It is.
And
If
it's more
if I-
epic.
If I was a
But-
film professor, I'm showing Return of the
And
King.
that's the
a
only that
perfect film, bro.
Return of the King. The way people talk about Return of the King is the only thing that's keeping me interested in watching these movies because I wanna watch that movie with the appropriate emotion.
Yeah, but see, that's
It's
what I'm saying.
fantastic.
You can't just watch it by itself because you
I
don't
know.
get that emotion.
No.
You
I
have to
know.
watch the first two. And I think the worst part is that like you didn't, even though like people still talk about Lord of the Rings as one of the best trilogies, you didn't like. I was there when those movies were coming out. Like I was into that shit. Like so when
And that's
Return of the
the thing.
King
I'm
was
not
coming
into
out,
high fantasy like that.
Like,
Like when it comes to Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, all that
Yeah.
high fantasy stuff, I can't really get into that. I'm a sci-fi dude, so
yeah, for sure.
when it come to
I can see
sword and sorcery, you miss me.
Yeah, I see that.
Come on.
And the
So I'm
thing
guessing you
was,
haven't seen the Hobbit films.
no,
No.
Tyler's seen the Hobbit films.
I've seen all 3 Hobbit films, but never seen the Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
That's
Exactly.
crazy to me.
That's
me too.
bad.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
But it wasn't
baffled by this.
intentional though. The first one, I was dragged to that movie. I didn't even want to see it.
It
I
wasn't
was like,
intentional.
I was like, "What are you taking
He
me to
accidentally
see?"
saw it.
I was like, "Okay, I guess fuck it. I'm in a theater. Let's watch it." And I watched it, and I was like, "Okay." Then I watched Desolation of Smile because it was on HBO when I still had HBO, and I actually really liked that one a lot. And then
Well,
I went to
Frank
someone's
Castle also fell asleep watching the first Lord of the Rings
See?
movie. So
Y'all are killing me. Y'all
Y'all
are killing
killing
me with this. Y'all are
stop
killing
watching
me
it
with
at 10 o'clock at night.
this. Exactly.
Bro, it was like 6:30, bro.
Yeah, but you're an old guy.
Bro,
You fall asleep at 7 o'clock now. So I mean,
I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the
Because
morning. I'm
that's
not
why
about to
you
stay
fell
up all
asleep.
night.
That's why you fell
so
asleep.
that means you need to watch it at 2
Take
o'clock
you-
in the
take you-
afternoon. Then
Right. Take
Bruh.
yourself a little nap and then wake up and watch
No,
Fellowship.
it needs to not be slow. They didn't do anything for like an hour and a half, bro.
You're building
It's
up and
setup,
getting to
bro.
know the
It's a
characters,
setup.
bro.
Oh my gosh. Okay, watch the whole trilogy
Oh,
and
my
get
Lord.
back to me. Watch the trilogy and get back to me. You're gonna be singing a different tune, bro. You're gonna be singing a different tune.
Yes,
I
bro.
believe you, but that's a big hump to get over. All that setup, I can't, man. Eventually, I'm gonna watch them, but
Okay.
I'm in no rush.
You gotta
Yeah,
watch it, bro.
that's how I am with John, bro. I have no reason. I legit think I will not watch those movies until the show comes out. I'm so dead ass.
Talking about the Amazon show, right?
That's in
Yes.
2053.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Oh well, I guess I'm watching it when I'm fucking 44 years old. that you know, I don't know. I have no reason to watch them. You know,
Yeah.
that's just how it is. Like
You said you enjoyed The Hobbit though. Like if you
That's
enjoyed
that.
that,
no.
See,
I
the
enjoyed
Hobbit-
two. There
the
were
Hobbit-
two
enjoyed
other
two.
movies I didn't.
See the
Right.
Hobbit movies are paced differently than the Lord of the Rings movies. So, like even the first movie got a lot more. It's set up, but it's fun setup. Lord of the Rings does that like book setup. That's what it really feels like. It really feels
Yeah,
like
it
it's
does.
like you're reading a book as you're watching it.
Oh, it
It's a lot-
absolutely felt like I was reading the book as I was
It's
watching.
a lot of setup, but you got to think about it though.
you
Joe.
walked
It's
into
the-
that one.
You
You
gotta
walked
think
into
about
that
it.
one,
You gotta
Alex.
think about it though. It's the first movie in the franchise. The Hobbit already had the first 3 movies. They don't have to set up anything because you're coming into this movie already knowing the world already.
Yeah,
That's like with Fantastic Beasts. You don't gotta explain anything because there's 8 other Harry Potter movies that explain the fucking world already.
you have less to explain with the
They-
Hobbit films. You have less to explain for sure.
That's why they're shorter.
They
Yeah.
they planned something all right with Fantastic Beasts. They planned something all right.
No, I'm just talking about the when you
As far as
go
the
into watching it. When you watch it, like when you watch it, you already know there's witches and wizards in this world, so you don't got to explain. The only thing I explain is the creatures that he's trying to get. You
and
know,
the characters you got,
the new characters.
There were things I didn't know about that world that I was told that I did not want to know were in that world too.
I agree. Yes, Peter Jackson did direct the other Hobbit movies, Frank. And that's a lot of people are upset. It goes back to I think we talked about with Bond. We don't think the same director should come back and do the same property. But when you watch those first three Lord of the Rings movies, they feel so cohesive all together. Like they feel like it was. If you really watch, it felt like they were all made. They were all made in 1 year. They were all made in 1 year. They probably took like a couple months off, went back, filmed, did a whole other movie, then they took another break and filmed the whole movie. So they took like
That's crazy to think about
a 9 to 10 month period to film every single one of those movies.
Yeah, it's like
that's crazy.
That's how it feels too.
With the Matrix trilogy and the Hunger Games movies prior to the first one, because they switched directors. All those movies feel like they're directed by the same person, which it's, you know, when it comes to the same director directing something, if it's a movie in a series and it's good, like the Maze Runner, all three movies are directed by the same person, and that benefits it because each movie feels like one person's vision. Fucking Divergent, they switched directors like five times.
Yeah, it's like 5 different directors making all those movies.
3 times before the franchise annihilated itself and was dead before it finished. But you know, when you switch directors like that, unless it's something like going from the first Hunger Games to Catching Fire, where it's beneficial, it's not smart to do it.
Yeah, I say it works more like when the story isn't like a continuing story, like James Bond or Mission Impossible. Like,
but
even
wasn't Harry Potter had different directors, right?
The first two was made by the same person. Then another person came and did it. Then another person directed. Then they kept the same director from Order of the Phoenix on. And the one thing I give the nod to that one is that each movie, they're all shot differently. Like if you look at the way they're shot, that's the one thing I do give those movies credit. Is like the same person directed them, but at least it's aesthetically they all look different. Because Order of the Phoenix does not look nothing like Half-Blood Prince. That looked like a straight black and white film almost. Like
Zack Snyder directed that, bro. What are you talking about?
That movie looks straight like a black and white film, bro. Like I went back and watched a Half-Blood Prince. I'm like, God damn, there's really no color in this movie. Like what the
it's
fuck?
So sad.
Yeah, it is.
It fits the tone. It definitely fits the tone
for sure. But David Yates directed. He's been directing every single one of these movies. My guess is that the producer likes him, so he's gonna just keep adding him on. And he must be very cheap to pay, my guess, because he just keep coming on to do these movies.
Right.
Because I think that's the problem too. That's why I think that's also the problem is that especially with the Harry Potter franchises, let me get someone else's vision on this fucking world, bro. I'm tired of seeing the same guy doing it.
I don't even think it's him though, because he directed Deathly Hallows Part 2, one of the best movies ever in that series. It's J.K. Rowling. It's not him. I don't blame him anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't blame him anymore. I blame her only. Because we know this guy can do good. He directed 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. He directed 5 bangers.
Right.
And I'm including the first Fantastic Beasts because I still like that movie for what it is.
But is it a banger though?
Oh. Okay, 4 bangers.
Moving on.
4.5 bangers.
4.5 bangers.
Okay. Most people say Deathly Hallows Part 2 is a banger.
I'll accept that. Deathly Hallows Part 2 is.
Wait, what? No, people say Deathly Hallows Part 2 is not a banger?
Part 1.
Oh.
It's fucking good, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
You got to take that with a grain of salt because they split it up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you look at it as one complete movie, it's a banger.
Yeah.
And I've watched it that way. Yeah. I've watched them back to back, and it works better that way. It works so much better when you watch them back to back. I didn't say what's up to PR Puerto Rico Movie Wax. What's going on, man? He says he got the Steelbook collection for the Hobbit movies. I passed up on that because I don't need no more versions of Lord of the Rings or Hobbit. I have too many. I have the regular Blu-rays. I have the regular 4Ks. I have the fucking Steelbook collection, the standard 4K set, the regular Blu-rays, and the extended Blu-rays. I don't need no more Lord of the Rings in my collection. So I definitely would not be picking up that Middle Earth set if you guys are wondering. I'm not picking that up, that massive box set.
I don't like the design for the cases.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the Harry Potter got like a massive box set like that. It's kind of the same way, but I think the Harry Potter set looks better than the Lord of the Rings one.
It did for sure.
It looks better. But yeah, so the giveaway. So I'm giving away the American Psycho, the digital copy because I already have a digital copy for it, and the other 4K I bought. Yes, I bought 2 copies of this movie. What else is new? So I'm giving away this code. I was trying to think of something from this movie that makes it relevant. But I guess the first person that says his most famous line from this movie gets the code in the chat. So the first person that says his most famous line in the chat gets the code. And you guys probably don't even know what it is if you guys haven't seen the movie. But if you guys have seen American Psycho, yeah, you guys can Google it. But I mean, it's you guys could cheat. I mean, fuck it. If you guys
just put it in, be the first to put it in the chat.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see who gets it. But you guys can still talk. But I'll just be looking at the chat. But no, Luke, that's not the line I'm thinking about. I'm sorry. You're not wrong.
How do y'all feel about American Psycho?
I love it. You should watch it.
Never seen American Psycho.
You should watch it.
Wow.
Never should watch it. Should watch it.
It's on my watch list. I'm definitely gonna watch it. But
yeah.
Wait, so neither one of y'all have seen American Psycho?
No, we never seen it.
No, I didn't know if you said it's on your watch list. I didn't know if you were rewatching it. Okay.
No, I have not seen it at all.
Okay, got you.
I tried watching it once, but then I stopped watching it for whatever reason. I think I was tired.
Do you own it?
No.
I'll say that's probably why. That's probably why you never got a chance to get it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's streaming anywhere though either.
No, it's not.
Hulu, maybe.
It's on Hulu.
No, I don't think it's. I don't think
it was on Hulu, but briefly.
But me owning something has nothing to do with it because I've had fucking Midway and Hacksaw Ridge on my shelf for a whole year and a half now, and I haven't watched them.
I got a lot of movies I need to watch that I own.
Yeah, I had Rover for like 2 years and didn't watch it. I finally watched it and I liked it, but
yeah.
I have 2 steelbooks for Ghost in the Shell. Have not watched the fucking movie, bro.
That's wild. Why do you have 2 copies?
Because
you have 2 copies of a film.
Listen, I bought this one with the intent of watching it, and I didn't watch it. Then I bought this one because of how amazing this steelbook is.
How much you pay for that, bro?
Those were like pretty cheap. That one's pretty cheap.
This was too, I think.
Yeah, the one with the beautiful.
So you paid $30 for 2 copies of a movie you probably not gonna like.
Wow. Wow.
Because I'm attracted to steelbooks that have the slips, bro. And
those are both really nice.
No, I give you that. Those are dope. Those are dope. But
and especially
not gonna like have you seen Ghost in the Shell, John?
I have not, and I don't intend to because it does not look good.
Okay.
Don't get it on 4K. I'll tell you that much.
It's a very highly regarded anime. Film.
The movie? You talking about the live action joint?
No, the anime.
No,
okay.
You got the anime.
You got the anime.
Yeah, those are.
I thought you were talking about the live action joint.
No, those are the anime films.
Oh, okay, that's different. My bad.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
no one still got it. Luke, not that line either.
I've only seen it once, but I like.
I guess I'll say another question. I guess because no one's saying it in the chat. I guess I'll just do another question because no one's getting it or no one's actually answering it. The line is, "I need to go return some videotapes." That's the line I was thinking about because most people say that's the line that's most quoted from him. But I guess I'll say another question. I guess from this movie. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head for this movie. But yeah, that was the line.
What does he drop over? What does he drop over the banister and hits the woman with?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, if you've seen the movie, you guys know exactly what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what tool? What tool did Christian Bale drop on the woman as she's running down the steps?
You didn't even have to say tool. If they seen it, they know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so American Psycho, I enjoyed the film. I rewatched it last year.
Luke got it.
Just to okay. Yeah,
Right,
I rewatched it last year.
Just
to
DM me on Instagram and you'll get the code. I'll text you. I'll send you the picture of the code. Yeah, there's a little scene where he drops a chainsaw on a woman. You know, she's running down the staircase. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Or did he?
They haven't seen it.
No spoiler. No spoiling it.
Oh, okay.
That's not a spoiler.
But yeah. But anyway.
So that chainsaw part is the part that they always show.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would say definitely check it out though. It's a good watch. Christian Bale is great in it. He's great in this movie. He does another body transformation movie. He looks really good. And I think the next movie he did was The Machinist. If I'm not lying, he did The Machinist after this, right? Yeah. So this is the movie he did
He got down to like 90 pounds.
It's the movie he did before he lost all that weight. Because he looks really good in this movie physically. Like there's literally a scene, like a spoiler. He's having sex with two girls and he's looking at himself in the mirror. You've seen that meme when he's like flexing. You seen that? He's like flexing.
Yeah, that movie's wild.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't seen it. Might not want to watch it with your moms, but I mean, maybe they're into that.
I watched it with my mom.
I'm good.
Oh, there you go.
But I watched a lot of stuff with my mom. Shit, I watched Baby Boy with my mom. So, and the actual rated version, not the cut up version on BET. If you guys seen BET, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah. You guys got any more things you guys want to talk about? Because we're coming down to the end. We've been live about 2 hours. It's been a great discussion with you guys. Like I said, Luke, hit me up on Instagram. You know my information. Just go ahead and DM me and I'll send you that photo. Luke said he watched it like 3 times. He says one of his favorite movies of all time. Frank Cassay still needs to watch American Psycho as well. Go ahead and watch it, you guys. This is John Flickinger's favorite movie. Like, I swear to God, this is one of his favorite movies. He quotes it all the time in his YouTube channel. He said he relates to this guy more than anything. It's crazy.
Did he pick up the Steelbook?
I have no idea. I don't think he made. I don't think he made a video about it. If he did,
okay.
He probably got sent to it.
Yeah, he most likely got sent to it by Lionsgate. So I'm trying to get to that status where I can get shit sent to me. And it's crazy that most of these people be getting sent this stuff and they don't even review it. Like, these students are taking the time to send you these precious stuff, and you're not even going to talk about it, at least in the video.
The ones that
talking about this. Oh, he did do the Shawshank unboxing, which was great.
That was crazy.
Reaction review says, was the Steelbook worth it? Did you want to see it? Yes, it is worth it because it has the slipcover. At this point, any Lionsgate release is worth getting.
Yeah.
At this point, any Lionsgate Steelbook,
them boys
they're going to do anything interesting with their artwork. I would grab. Do I got Dread? Yes.
Even the 4K. Even the 4K. How this is a Lionsgate Steelbook too.
I got that Dread.
Yeah.
Like I have that one.
Yeah. It's
and
just
it looks fantastic on 4K.
Like, the artwork looks great. The 3 from Hell one I just saw looks great. I know
the 3 from Hell looks really
good. I know the movie isn't great, but I almost wanted to get that fucking.
I haven't seen the movie, but the artwork is amazing.
Yeah. The reaction review says I might get it now.
Check your
Best Buys. They might be gone, bro.
Mine is sold out.
That's why I was surprised when I did my hunting video. I was like, let's see if they have it. And they had it. I'm like, I got to buy it because if I don't get it now, it's going to be gone.
When I went to Best Buy on Tuesday, it was a lot of copies of it. But like by Wednesday, they were all sold out.
Yeah. Yep. The scalpers got it.
I went at open though. So
yeah. Real Gaming 94. I didn't say what's up to you, what's going on. We're about to end, but thanks for checking out the stream. He said, I bought the Steelbook. It's nice. It's a nice looking Steelbook. Yes, it is. Yes, the Dread Steelbook is fire. When John told me it was available, I hit buy so fast on Best Buy. It was not funny. I wish whoever makes the Lionsgate Studios, y'all need to contact them and give them another facility where they make these things. So I want all my Steelbooks to have slips like this. It's weird because the Deadpool 2 Steelbook has a slip.
Yeah,
but that's freaking it was Fox at the time, so it's like all the stuff at the top and stuff comes off. It's a nice steelbook too.
Real quick before we round out, I just want to know what you guys think, or what are your predictions for how Halloween Kills is going to turn out? Because we're not going to do a spoiler review for it because of what we have planned for next week.
Right. I'm hoping to have a good time. That's what I really. I'm expecting it not to be as good as 2018. Like I got a feeling it's just gonna be just nothing but a kill fest. That's why I got a feeling with this movie. Did you guys see what the runtime is? What's the runtime for this film?
Now we're in 37, I think.
Hour and 37. Okay, yeah. So
bad.
we're gonna be flying through this movie. So I'm just hoping to have a good time at this point. My review for 2018 probably coming this week or next week. Well, yeah, this week.
Ooh,
because,
I was wrong. It's an hour and 46.
Ooh, it's almost 2 hours. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're not gonna be flying. Maybe we might actually get some shit
That's
going
not
on in this movie.
Yeah, that's not. I feel like that's not terrible for a slasher film.
No,
Now
I
with
don't know.
like
think
in
I would-
chapter 2,
It's
No.
literally
See,
the same.
That's
runtime
different though. The
as-
chapter
Don't
two
do
is
it,
a different
AJ.
story.
Don't do that.
We ain't gonna
Nah,
get into this
but
conversation.
you know we gonna do
Bro.
it. You know we gonna
We
do
ain't
it.
gonna do that.
You
We
know
ain't
we
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
it.
Nah.
Don't
Well,
do it.
that was
well,
outrageous, bro.
Since
do
we're
it.
talking about it,
That was
chapter 1, we're next
We
week.
at the end of the
we
chat,
will-
man. Don't do that, man.
Is yo, Real Gaming is giving us a shot, giving us a. If anybody haven't bought Zack Snyder's Justice League,
Yeah, I saw that
it
earlier.
says
Yeah, yeah.
$19.99 at Target and on
Mhm.
Amazon. If no one
Yeah.
has it, go get it. That's an excellent price. It makes me kind of mad because I bought it for $30, and I bought
You
the
got
damn
both.
steelbook.
You got both copies though. You got the steelbook and the slip.
Yes, I
So
bought
you
it
spent
twice.
about 6. Yeah, you
As
about-
do
spent
I.
about
I
60.
double dipped
Yeah,
Yep.
y'all
I
spent
double
about 60 on that, didn't you?
because
I
I,
know
was
I was going double dip.
thirsty.
Me too.
I was parched.
But since we brought up it chapter 2, but we're talking about it chapter 1.
Yeah.
We're doing next week. These guys right here will be back with on this stream on Nerd Talk. We'll be doing a watch along Halloween edition on it chapter 1. We'll be watching it chapter 1.
Sir.
We
Yes,
will
sir.
have Ewan from Ewan Reviews in here. We got Tyler, AJ, John.
Yes.
And hopefully Benji will join it. If not, then it'll just be me, Ewan, Tyler, AJ, and John. We'll be all here watching it, chapter 1.
Yes.
I'm going to take a page out of John's book and probably watch it again before we do it, just so I can sit there and talk about it when I have to actually pay attention. I'm excited to watch it with you guys because I did a double feature. I was watching it at work. I've seen the movie a lot where I can literally just listen to it and know what's happening.
Mhm.
But I did a double feature and it made it so much better. I'm sorry. I love it. Chapter 2 and watching them back to back, it feels better. So AJ,
you were there for like 5 hours though.
I agree.
But I worked 13-hour shifts, so of course I had the time to do it.
Yeah.
See, you didn't have places to go. We had places to go, but we saw it in the theater.
Oh my goodness.
Shoot.
But yeah, so yeah, that does it for this episode of Nerd Talk. I'm gonna close it out with these guys. Closing out, introduce or closing out where you can find these guys. Starting off with Tyler, we're gonna hit with John and then AJ. Tyler, let everyone know where they can find you at.
So you guys can find me on Instagram. Type in Mind of a Nerd. I'll be the first one to come up. I do weekly reviews, cover everything in the film world, and give you honest, brutal opinions that nobody in this community will give you because honest opinions are better than lame opinions. So look me up.
All right. Smooth J Stu. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at, buddy.
You guys already know my name. I'm Smooth J Stu. You can find me on Instagram at Smooth J Stu. You can also find me right here on YouTube, Smooth J Stu. Type it in the search bar. I should come right up. I do movie reviews. Every now and then I do a physical media video. And I also have studio time Monday nights at 7:00 where I have a special guest and we talk about movie related things. And I have trivia time, draft time, and digital code giveaways. I am also a writer for The Cultured Nerd. So you can just go to theculturednerd.org and search John Stewart Sr. and you will find all of my articles. But yeah, I'm trying to get up to 200 subscribers. So if you guys can help me do that, that would be fantastic. Once again, I'm Smooth J Stew on all platforms.
All right, AJ, close us out, bro.
Yes, sir. So yeah, Alex, thank you for having me on Nerd Talk. It's been a blast. Every time I'm on here, it's a lot of fun. I'm excited for next week. If you guys are interested, I talk movies, music, TV, snacks. I talk all kinds of stuff. I'm AJ of AJ Reacts too. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Letterboxd, TikTok, all those things. AJ Reacts too, all one word, all across the board. And in the month of October, I've been doing a lot of first time reactions to horror films. So like every Monday and Friday, I've been dropping those at noon. So check me out. The last one I did was Jennifer's Body, and tomorrow I am dropping Ginger Snaps. So yeah, check me out.
Awesome. Everybody's links to their channels will be in the description. The link to Tyler's Instagram will be in the description as well. Go check out these guys. You guys got great content. Just go ahead and check them out. They're great guys. I had a blast, chatting up with you guys like we always do. Like I said, next Sunday, we'll be back watching it, chapter 1, answering your guys' questions and all that jazz. Like I said, if you guys want to talk about Halloween Kills, we could talk about Halloween Kills in the chat, but we'll be not doing a spoiler talk about it or anything like that. So if you guys know who I'm Alex Thomas on Alex Thomas the channel. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit that like button if you guys enjoy Blu-ray content, movie reviews, live streams, all that type of content. You're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on the videos. We really appreciate that. Hit the notification bells on all their channels too. Sometimes the notification bell is stupid, but just click it. It helps us out as well. But that's it, you guys. We're on this one, you guys. Peace out.
Stay smooth.